right. All right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Hope all of you guys are doing good today. I know I am doing great. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this glorious, incredible September 30th, 2025. My name is OJ once again. I am here to talk about a lot of video game topics, discussion, news pieces. We've actually got quite a bit of news to go over, some updates to games, and of course, I'm so happy because, you know, unlike Saturdays and Mondays, usually for me, Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays sometimes can be pretty tough on the schedule. Today, full combo rewards, full combo effects, full multi-hour live stream. So I'm very excited to get back into that on this Tuesday. So let's go. All right. Let's see here. Shout outs to Old Man Eating a Twix with the $5. Says, hey OJ, when is your streaming room be completed? Yes, that is a very good question, and I'm very glad that you asked that question. Today, my wife and myself, we actually did a bunch of things to expedite the process of the gaming room. We went out and got better frames for some of the posters. We figured out the angle. So it should be done this week or next week.
Leo, we are almost into October, where my backlog is going to get even bigger.
We're pretty much in October at this point. So yeah. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for the $3 dono, Justin, and thank you to Old Man Eating a Twix, Jeffrey Tucker. Thank you for the $5. You're now the Hokage Stream Ninja. And yes, Justin, we are almost in October, baby. The big gaming season is upon us. Old Man Eating a Twix. Twix is very good. I just can't have too many of those, man. Those things will send me straight to the hospital if I eat too many. But yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. But yes, the gaming room, like I said, we were doing a bunch of stuff. Like, we thought about maybe even getting it done to, like, if I could stream from my room today. But it's still missing just a few more things. Like, I'm very close, but the biggest thing was getting the some of the soundproofing done, because those are pretty expensive and big planks. And then also just figuring out the poster frames, like which posters I was gonna use in the background, and just things like that, little things here and there. But that is all essentially complete. I do gotta buy a couple more things off Amazon, to kind of just like little finishing touches. But after that, it should be good. So I'm gonna buy those things tonight. They should get here this by no later than Friday, and I should have everything ready to go. Maybe by Saturday, I'll have everything ready to go by Saturday. But yeah, I'm aiming to get it done as quick as possible. I also have Thursday off this week. I'm gonna take Thursday off, so I'll probably get a lot of stuff done. So maybe Friday, maybe Thursday. We'll see exactly when. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys supporting the rebuild of the room, you know? So I'm tired of using a green screen, I'll be honest. Even though I think I figured out the lighting here for the green screen, I'm actually tired of using it. I only want to use it for like thumbnails and stuff from now on. So yeah. Big love though. Sounds ultra exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's not anything crazy, guys. The room isn't anything like that you haven't seen from other people do. You know, I'm not trying to hype it up to be like the greatest thing ever. I just rather just not use a green screen and just rather just, you know, just be in my normal room and not have to use a green screen. I've been using a green screen now for like a year and a half. So yeah, I'd rather not use it anymore. So yeah, good stuff, guys. Let's get into more shout outs, shall we? Also, combo rewards. We're at 8 on the combo board. Get the 15, the first one, 15-minute extension. All the way up to an hour plus, baby. Hey, what's up, Clabby? What's up, Party Man? So, Party Man, I roped you into a Super Smash Brothers challenge, by the way. I don't know if you saw my tag, but one guy was like, I called him a non-gamer. Then he was like, yeah, I can beat you in Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat. I don't care. I was like, and then I made fun of him. I was like, yo, come at me, bro, Call of Duty. And then he's like, you can pick the game. I was like, okay, a kid's game? Because he was talking about how Nintendo games are kiddie. I'm like, okay, kid's game? How about Super Smash Brothers? He's like, yeah, I can borrow my son's Switch for it. I said, all right. I said, but I'm gonna have to do a screening first to make sure that you're not a scrub. You know, we're not gonna get you free clout, so you gotta play my boy Party Man first. And if you and if he tells me, like, Party Man knows who's a scrub or not. So if he tells me it's good, we can do the thumbs up. If not, take a hike. Go play Call of Duty, you know? Party man, even if you're rusty, I'm not saying that you got to beat him. I need you to tell me if he's good or not. Like if he's just a fraud or not. Like you can instantly tell if somebody's a fraud, like playing Smash. Are they short hopping? You know, are they doing wild jumps? Like, can you edge guard them easily? Like too easily? Are they using their jump, like their second jump very quickly instead of waiting? Stuff like that, you know? Like, definitely I'm not saying that you gotta be like, you gotta play like freaking Sam Sora. I'm just saying, just test to see if he's a scrub or not, you know? Yeah, just a little scrub test. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because a lot of people suck. I mean, I suck at Smash too. I'm just saying, like, test to see if he knows what he's talking about, since he wants to play Smash Brothers, since he's willing to play, you know? But if he's like, you know, even if you 3-0 him, like, if he's short hopping, if he's, you know, if he's spacing properly, if he's doing his techs, you know, if he's doing a tech get up, stuff like that, then okay. I'll play against him, you know? But shout outs to Justin. Remember, guys, if you drop a dono today, make sure you put your music requests so we can get some banger tracks as well. Let's go. Let's see. Nah, the room's exciting. Don't play it down. No, listen, man. It's cool, but it's not anything super crazy. I don't want to hype it up too much. Yes, FF Tactics is out, and I have a review code waiting for me. But man, I'm just so busy with games. It's insane. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream, Dior. Shout outs, man. Welcome. Remind me of Lieutenant escorted my work, called me through Iraq back in 2007. I can bench press a Buick. All right, shout outs, Roger. Appreciate you. Doing a room tour. I'll probably do like a little room tour just to kind of show off whatever. Yeah, I'll probably do like, I want to make sure like the whole room's set up though. You know, like the whole room's like, I need to do a little bit of wire management back here. That's a little messy. But for the most part, the room is still kind of bare. We got to get some more stuff up, then we can do that. Trails music, yes you can. And Justin, Trails, I saw that email that you sent me. So Trails is getting a patch. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, rest assured, Trails in the Sky first chapter on the Nintendo Switch 2 will be getting a patch. It runs at 4K 60, but there's some frame rate hits, some drops every now and then. So so it's getting a patch. They're working on a performance mode and all that. So it's coming. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. First chapter. First chapter music. All right. Trails first chapter music. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna do this. All right. Here we go. Sophisticated fight. Command. There we go. All right, let's see here. Now that I want to see OJ bench press a Buick. Yeah, let's do it. I gotta get the Buick first. You mind getting me the Buick, Roger? Oh man, shoutouts. If he's a K Rule DDD player getting disqualified automatically, LL Jake. Yeah, I know, seriously. That's how you know it's already from the beginning as a scrub. Just relying on, you know, just like being able to just like tank a million different hits. Absolutely. Let's see. It's crazy that Legends ZA, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, and Age of Imprisonment all like a week away from each other. I don't even know where I'm gonna get the time. But yeah, Legends ZA, Dragon Quest 1 and 2's got to be the game that's on the back burner for me, because I've got to play Legends ZA and I've got to play Age of Imprisonment. Like, I got to stream those games. Like, okay, here we go. You know. So yeah. So that's definitely Dragon Quest's got to be on the back burner for me. I've got way too many games to play. Way too many games to play. It's insane. Let's see here. Aren't Buicks in the junkyards? I thought the brand died. No. There's still people still buy Buicks. Hey, what's up, John D? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What is good? What is good? Welcome. Yo, General Zamora! Yo, thank you for the $5 dono from General Zamora coming in. Let's go, baby! Just here's to another great stream. Play Crash Site from Astrobot. Yes, sir. I got you. Crash Site. Crash Site. Astrobot. We'll play that up next after this track. Thank you so much, General Zamora. Tying up Old Man Eating a Twix, which I put 8, but it's really supposed to be 5. So, it's 5 on both of those. So shout outs to old man eating Twix. But now you're tied up with General Zamora. Anybody does 5 or more, you can tie him up or break the tie. Shout outs to General Zamora. Thank you, man. I appreciate the big $5 dono. Let's go. See if we can get to the 40 platinum streak at the 100 combos today. Big love. All right, let's see here. If I can count, that's going to make it 13 on the combo board. 2 away from that 15-minute extension. Lego. If you guys have more questions, what are your most anticipated fall or holiday games? Let me know in the chat. I'm excited to talk about that as well. I am looking forward to Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm starting to get more and more hyped about the game. It's looking really good. So I'm looking forward to playing that. Doing great. Been a while. Hope everything's well on your side. Everything's good, John. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Hey, what's up, Glenmore Legister? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Squirrella. I re-downloaded Mario 3D All-Stars to revisit Mario Galaxy. Hey, there you go. There you go. Adam Carson. If you get rid of the green screen, you should either get a huge Xenoblade Chronicles poster or get Kirby back. I don't have any Xenoblade posters, but I've got some RPG posters. But I need to get a I think maybe I should get a Xenoblade poster. I'll look for one tonight. Maybe I'll get one. But I'll for sure have a Xeno poster in the room for sure. 100%. At some point. We'll see. I got a Persona 5 poster, which looks fantastic. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, 777? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Shout outs to Adam Carson. Let me make sure I say what up to everybody here. Let me make sure I say what up to everybody. I still have my Xenoblade notifications. I still have that regardless. The cool guy. What's up, the cool guy? George FT. What is good? Dior is here. Devon RB or Devon. Yeah, it's just Devron B. Yo, what's up, man? Josh Carlos said, I got Solar Ash on Switch 2 on sale. It's from the Hyperlight Drifter devs. Oh, yeah. It's unfortunately 30 FPS, but at least stable. So far, it's really good. Or really cool. So there's no, it's not 60 FPS on Switch 2. It's a cap. Yo, Evelyn's World! Welcome back. Yo, thank you for the $10 dono first. Joe of the stream. Hey, I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's get this next music up, and then I'll read off the comments from Evelyn's World. It kind of reminds me of Bobby's World. Remember that show from back in the day? I like it. I love it. I love the name, Evelyn. Thank you for the $10. Says, I love my Switch 2. It's everything the Switch is, but better. If you love the Switch, this just makes sense. Looking forward to this generation. Chrono Trigger music, please. Yes, Chrono Trigger on tap, on deck. Let's go. You know what time it is. It's Chrono Trigger time, baby. Past, future, present, next time. Yeah, we out here with Chrono Trigger. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Or person. Let's go. Chrono Trigger music. We'll play that up next. We will play that up next. Let's say I felt the way when I got Switch 2 also. Yeah, Switch 2, it's essentially Switch 1, but better. I mean, even the hardest critics of Switch 2 will say that, yeah, it's everything Switch 1 was, what better. But what you're seeing from some people is that they never really liked Switch 1 that much. I mean, but they went with the flow because people were saying that they like it, you know, so, and it's easy to hate Switch 2 at the beginning now. But I mean, anybody that's sane or normal or rational, for the most part, if they play the Switch 2, like, oh yeah, it's like Switch 1, but like actually way better. I can play my first party games down, and, you know, the frame rates are a lot better than what we saw with a lot of the games. I can play, you know, Switch 1 games, and it looks better and runs better a lot of the time. Sometimes there's some issues with portable mode, but for the most part, I got my full backwards compatibility. Everything's good there, you know, so to me, it's a win-win. Shout outs to SK Massive, big SK Massive in the house. And also big love to Evelyn's World, because now we have, not only do we have a new Hokage and Stream Ninja with the $9.99, but we also have a first combo breaker as well. So let's go on that to Evelyn's World. But then here comes Shaw X. Oh no. Here comes Shaw X breaking it by one. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. By 1 penny. Shaw X with the $10 says, finally The Shaw has come back to the Essence live stream. What's up, OJ the Juice Man? What's up, Shaw the Fiber Man? What's good, Shaw X? What's up, fam? Yo, good to see you back, brother. Thank you for the support like always. You the true homie. We are out here tonight. We're trying to get that 100 combos. Get the full extension tonight. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I am feeling great. I know you guys are having a good day. Even if you had a crappy day, let me know. Let's just go ahead and do a vibe check. I want you guys to be completely honest. Vibe check. I don't care if you guys, the trauma dumping thing don't work here in Player Essence. I worry about you. I'm concerned about each and every one of you guys. So if you had a bad day or if you had a good day, let me know in the chat. Let me know and give me some surface level details that doesn't dox yourself, okay? Surface level details if you had a good or bad day at work or school or whatever the case is. Let me hear it in the chat, boys and girls. Shaw X, you are now the new Hokage and streaming. Anybody that's $10 or more, you can pass them up on both boards. But we got Chrono Trigger music up next, so let's go ahead and get that rolling. Shawla's theme remix, let's go. 33 on the board as well. Let's go. Shout outs, let's go. Overclock.
Overclock Buster!
Just got FF Tactics, let's go. Justin says Digimon and Dragon Quest are going to be next year games for me. Yeah, Digimon is like, I might have to wait on Digimon as well. We'll see though. I'll take a look at it because there's some time between now and Pokemon Legends ZA, but I'm still playing Trails. I just started Trails. I can't go into another big lengthy RPG, so that's going to have to wait for me as well. Shaw X, if you want some music, let me know in the chat, fam. I got you. 33 on the combo board. We are rolling along. We got another combo. 45 minutes up at 45 on the overclock right there. So you guys are out here tonight. Let's go. Get your music in, of course. Get your music in if you drop a dono. Ghost Yote for me this week. Probably Digimon. The next pickup is Pokemon, Mario Galaxy, FF Tactics. Later buy for me. Metroid Prime 4. Yeah. Oof. A lot. Caitlin and Justin with the 20 months Ambu tier. Glenmore Legister with the 50 months tune in tier. Usually I catch up on some games in December and January, but Metroid and FF said no. How about no? OJ, what game should I buy tomorrow? Any recommendations? Anything I should look out for? I mean, there's Ghost of Yote that's coming out this week. You've got Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, so it depends on what you're in the mood for, you know? Lucette with the 13 months. Thank you so much, young lady. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 13 months. My day was crappy in that everything could go wrong, went wrong for a project, and we went into production, so that wasn't fun, but oh well, we chilling now, yeah. Yeah, for me, I had a lot of repairs that I had to do. I had to get a plumber. Man, I had some repairs, because, you know, I did a lot of remodeling in my house, so I had a lot of repairs, and man, ooh, boy, ooh. I was looking at that, I was like, man, it's a lot, but, you know, I got to get it done, you know, so my day wasn't the best day. But, and I also had stuff for the room as well. Pretty pricey day, but, you know, you got to get it done. You know, now you're chilling. Now we chilling. Now I'm chilling. But, yeah, it was dealing with plumbers, or a plumber this morning. But they were cool. And also with customer support with I got like an LG smart fridge. So customer support with the LG fridge as well. Because the water pressure, for, like, getting the water out of the fridge. Yeah, outside of that, everything was good, man. I can't complain myself. Yeah, Murphy's Law with that one. With hey, what's up, Dank? It's been a good day. Not having to work, so just been playing Unicorn Overlord. Figured out the tactic system, down the battle synergy for the units of Stellar. Got ZA pre-order. Nice. That sounds like fun. There, Dank. I have an LG fridge. Yeah, LG is pretty good. It's not a bad brand. I got an LG fridge. I got an LG microwave, nice LG microwave. So see, that's not a bad project. I got an LG TV. I like LG. Let's see here. Wow, OJ, you can't be your own plumber? Hell nah. What? I don't know how to do plumbing stuff, bro. I don't know how to do all that. So I'm good. I'll just get the professional to do it so they can do it right. My wife is pretty handy though. She can do a lot. She can do like home improvement stuff. She can do like wall, like, you know, like setting up like painting, and she can do like putting up like soundboards and like things like planks, and she can do all that stuff. You know what I can do? I can edit, and I'm okay athlete, but outside of that, I'm kind of low at all the other skills. Pretty good with editing and like digital and like media and like computers and stuff for the most part, but yeah. I'm not good with like handiwork at all. Like, not at all. I can do like outside, like I can do like gardening. I'm okay with that, like mowing lawns and like trimming hedges and like, you know, shoveling stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Let's see here. The plumbers are named Mario and Luigi. I wish, man. I wish some dude came over and was like, "Yo, my name is Mario. I'm your plumber." You know, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. I got FF Tactics and Pac-Man World 2 today. Nice. Let's go, Spinzella. Let's go. Plumbing is an easy job to do. Don't want inadvertently burst the pipe. Exactly, man. Like, I've seen way too many horror stories of guys trying to be like all manly and trying to be like plumbers, and like they hit the wrong pipe and like everything's flooded in their bathroom, or burst like a whole wall down, like Home Improvement style, like Tim Allen, Home Improvement. So yeah, I'm good on all that, bruh. I'm good. I've never had anyone work in my house. I've replaced everything in the last 5 years. Yeah, not me. I wish I could do all that, SK Massive. I really wish I could, though. I really wish I could. What's up, OJ? Hey, what's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. Favorite streamer or favorite YouTuber? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's go. I did find my Mario movie. I don't know, where did I put it at? I found my Mario movie, though. Like the big DVD that I have, like the anniversary thing. So I was like, oh, it's cool. So I'm gonna definitely watch that later, like on Blu-ray. Just started playing Delta Force. To me, it's the poor man's Battlefield. Okay, nice. Chaos for Hire. My October games for Party Man, Galaxy 1 and 2. Party Man, if you would have missed Galaxy 1 and 2, you would have been a party fraud. Okay, so I'm glad that you're not missing that. Battlefield 6. That's such a funny contrast between them. Legends ZA. Holiday games also include Age of Imprisonment, Kirby, Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4, spending lots of... Oh, yeah. That's a bit. Dream a little mo. Get a little mo. Be a little mo. For sure. Hey, thank you so much, Dream a little mo. Appreciate it. Thank you for the tune in tier pledge. Welcome back to the Elite Ninja Squad, baby. If you want to become an Elite Ninja like a little mo, like Dream a little mo. If you want to become one, exclamation mark member, all lowercase, and I'll get you in. Join up. It's only $1 to become a member. Get us well into the 500s. So let's go. 506. Let's keep that rolling. Thank you guys so much for your support. And only 11 combos away from a 45-minute extension on tonight's stream. Let's go. Install 2 toilets in my house. Yeah, I had 2 new toilets installed when I moved in, but I did not install them myself. I did not install them. But, you know, I can't use... The craziest thing is that, like, I could not use the toilets that they already had here, bro. Those toilets were looking nasty. They weren't looking like all like, it's not like they were dirty, but they were just like, nah, man, I can't. I had to get 2 fresh, brand new toilets. But the interesting thing is that the house that I had before, the previous house, like, that house wasn't that old though. So it was only like 4 years old when I bought it. So like the toilets looked pretty good. So I didn't get new toilets there. But yeah, this one I was like, nah, man, I gotta change them. My wife was like, you better change these toilets. I was like, I know, I'm changing them. Don't worry. Daniel J. Sandoval Acuna. Yo, thank you for the tune in tier pledge. Welcome back to the Elite Ninja fam. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. 35 on the board. And then a JoJo coming in with the JoJo.
Xeno 2 music, please.
Yes, sir. Xeno 2 in the house. Yo, hey yo, can we get a hey yo in the chat? Elite Ninjas, can we get a Monado emotes? Use those emotes, boys and girls, for the Elite Ninjas. Get a Monado emote in here for my man Klevansky with that $10 dono. Xeno 2 music. Use those Xeno emotes in the chat, baby. Let's go. More Ardain roaming the waste. Let's go. 45 on the board. You guys know what time it is. That overclock, baby.
Overclock Buster.
Yes, sir. 45 minutes extended. Next one up. 15 more combos. We got the 60 minutes, and then we are gonna go, you know,
Even further beyond.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get this more Ardain music. And also, tied up at the top of the board, Shaw X and Klevansky. Thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate that. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Tied up on both. Anybody that's 10 or more, if you've already supported, just to track the difference, get up on the board. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. The game double M with the 2 says more Xeno 2 music afterwards, please. You got it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, guys. Getting closer and closer. 47. Guys, go to 13 more combos. We out here tonight. Love this song. Takes me back to simpler times. It really does, man. Boom, 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 boom. Because Party Man, you were like 11, right, back then? So, yeah. My Party Man was playing Xenoblade. Mom would walk in with some type of scene with Mythra or Pyra. I was like, what are you playing? What is this, young Party Man? Turn this off. No, Mom, it's just a game. Mom, it's just a video game, Mom, please. Nah, I'm just messing around with Party Man. Oh, yeah, I know that was you, Dior. That was you playing Dior like, that was Dior playing. That was Dior playing Xenoblade 2 back in 20. Yeah. That was definitely Dior faster playing Xenoblade like that. Like, oh. Oh, let's see. I forgot to ask for a song. OG Resident Evil 2 save room theme. All right, I got you, brother. Resident Evil 2 save room. That'll be next, and we'll have more Xenoblade music after that. Shout outs to Klavansky. Oh, that's you, SK Massive. Hey, shout outs SK Massive. Appreciate the $2 dono, brother. Let's see here. That was some of you guys. Don't lie. I already know that was some of you guys. Let's see here. Sup, OJ's greatest skill is hacking into Steam Decks? Yeah, right. I got Steam Deck people fuming at me. Making vids angry as hell at me. I got people fuming over my thoughts on Steam Deck, which is hilarious. Or portable PCs. They get so angry. It's like, dude, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, fam. It's not my fault. And I also got a new mouse. I got a new ergonomic mouse. I'm not using it. It's corded. It's my backup one. But I'm really wondering which one maybe I should. This is the one that I use right now. It's pretty thick. So, I mean, it creates it to where my hand doesn't get injured. This one's much thinner though. So I don't know which one's actually going to be more comfortable. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I had a little issue like with the with the powering with this one. So I was like, let me just buy a backup one. But this one, it feels pretty good, but it's much thinner. So I don't know if it's going to be better for editing or not, but we'll find out. I might test it out. These are the type of things that I get excited about as a content creator, by the way. Ergonomic mouses, okay? That I got it. I was like, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. I mean, I was the most excited I've been in a while. Ergonomic mouses. Shout outs to Dan Lee. Thank you for the $2 dono. Wow. Listen, there's a reason Pyra got into Smash. Oh, you should be thanking me. Yeah, that's true. Party Man put the good juju out there. He put the good mojo out there for Pyra. And he kept on saying that it was going to happen. Pyra Mythra Smash. Pyra Mythra Smash. Pyra Mythra Smash. So, Party Man, I'm going to give you that. I will give you that. Party Man is probably the biggest reason why it happened, you know? Did you have this many games to play at the launch here for Switch 1? No. Switch 1, it was like, wow, a banger. And then it was like, you know, a month or 2 months would go by. Oh, wow, another banger. And then a month would go by. Oh, wow, a banger. And then kind of like, okay, there's like one, like, you know, Mario plus Rabbids or Pokken Tournament, or kind of like spaced it out. But there was like nothing. Like in terms of consecutive games, nah, it wasn't like this. I mean, maybe if Nintendo, if the Switch 1 launched at like in June, and then they packed all of those games, I think it could have been like that. But even the third party wise, it wasn't going to be like that. So first party, yes, it would have been, but third party, it wouldn't have been. Like definitely not third party, you know? When it comes to Switch 1, Switch 1 had, it had Zelda, it had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it had ARMS, Splatoon, it had Pokken, it had Xeno, Fire Emblem Warriors, Super Mario Odyssey. So it had a good amount, but
a little late, but small donation for that amazing Bim Rallum.
Yo.
Alan, home improvement referenting. If possible ID, purpose. From FE Awakening, please my good sir.
I was wondering if anybody was going to get that home improvement. Nobody said anything. So I was like, yeah, I'm just old. I think I'm just old, but shout outs to Daniel. Yeah, I almost want to refund you back that 5 to say, yo, I appreciate you. I'm going to pay you because you actually got that home improvement reference. So shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Home Improvement. Great show. I mean, I don't know how well it's aged because I actually haven't watched it since, 20, 30 years ago. But I used to love watching that show back in the day. I thought it was really good. It was like a staple in the Home Improvement song. Let's watch Home Improvement. So I don't know why I think I would like it. It's about a dude that runs a TV show about tools and he's bad and like he has 3 kids and this doesn't seem like it'd be good, but it's funny. It's good. It doesn't seem like it'd be a good show, but it's a good show. Let's see here. Missed that show yet? Yeah, Tim the Toolman Taylor, dude. Tim the Toolman Taylor. Let's go. Wish we got Ring Fit Trainer in Smash. Yeah, Ring Fit a little bit too new. They weren't gonna add her, and they already had a Wii Fit Trainer. Tim Allen the GOAT, definitely one of the comedy goats out there for sure. I think they improved the homes or something. Yeah, something like that. It had like weird little memes before memes were like a thing. Like before you even knew what a meme was, Home Improvement had memes like that's like a meme. Like that's like a memeable type thing. So it had that. It also had a neighbor who never showed his face. All you saw was his eyes. So he would just peek over the door, like over the fence, and he'd be talking. He was a really nice dude, but he would never show the rest of his face. Very memeable type of thing, right? So they had memes before there were even memes. Like a lot of the shows did, but like really weird memes. So shout outs to the Resident Evil 2 save room. Also, big love to Daniel. Thank you so much for the $5 dono, man. We're gonna get some music from Awakening. We got some more Xenoblade music right after this. Xenoblade 2 music. And then we're gonna get your track, Daniel. So thank you. I appreciate that. 54 combos, guys. We are so close to 60, then going further than beyond, trying to hit the 100 combo breakers. Let's go. And the 40 on the platinum streak. So that would be lit. Thank you guys so much for your support today. Let's go. All right, Xenoblade 2 music next. Let's go. It's all right show. My wife and I are rewatching it since June. Nice. Okay. I think they improved the... Oh, I already read that. My bad. Let's see. I'm a young man. I knew a Home Improvement reference. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's see. You do that well. Because... Oh, this is... Oh, my God. I think I might get copyrighted, but I think I gotta listen to this real quick. I'll get the Xenoblade 2 music next. Oh, my God. Oh, this song's so good. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta listen to this, then I'll get the Xeno 2 music next. Oh my gosh, Metaphor ReFantazio. Oh my goodness, I love this song. I love this game, more like it. I love this game. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'll show you guys, well, no, I'll show you guys in the next time, but I got something special for Metaphor ReFantazio fans. Stardust, Stratus 088, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja fam. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's go. 6 combos away from that 60 as well. Wilson! Oh, man. Yeah, Wilson, yeah. Wilson. The funniest thing is that back in the day when I was watching that show, there was a dude that lived like in the next neighborhood over from me that also did the very same thing. He would just peek his head over the brick wall, and his name was Wilson. That was like the most hilarious thing, but he was a black guy. But yeah, that was the funniest thing, dude. For all that we strive for, dude, we need Metaphor. We need Metaphor ReFantazio too. We need it. We need it more than life itself. You know what I'm saying? Like we need the Metaphor ReFantazio too. Shout outs though. If I haven't said what up to you in the chat, make sure you say what up. Shout outs to Wilberforce. Shout outs to Daniel J. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Let's go. We're gonna get the Fire Emblem, Xenoblade 2, then Fire Emblem music next. Let's go. This music just goes so hard, man. Cannot wait to see the crew from Metaphor back once again. Hulkenberg. Do you think we'll get a Royal Edition of Version of Metaphor? Yes. It's Atlas here. You know what I'm saying? Atlas is as predictable as, you know, as a summer day. Like, in June or July. Like, we know it's coming. We know it's coming. It is coming. I think it's gonna happen. But this part right here. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, this music's so lit, bro. It gets you hyped. It's already been leaked / whatever that it's coming to Switch 2. You gotta watch my videos, dang. Watch my vids. We talked about this a million times. So yes, it's coming to Switch 2. Justin with the $1 dono says, how much longer do you think until I can send you the Kirby Starcross World clip of me beating the final boss with 1 HP point? LOL. That DLC came in and went fast. Yeah. Probably by the end of the year. We'll probably give it like for people for the end of the year. Yeah, we'll give it that. End of the year. So coming up pretty soon here. Coming up. Counterattack. Let's go. But yes, Metaphor ReFantazio is coming to Switch 2. Yes, it is. Do you think the slow sales of Atlas game get definitive edition and people wait for that edition? Do you think it slows sales that Atlas gets? I mean, it might, but there's no way to tell for sure, you know? There's a track on Metaphor, the soundtrack that's called Fond Memories. It plays in the game when you finish the social link during the emotional spots with the character. Amazing effing song. Yes, all the tracks in Metaphor are pretty good. Yeah. I guess better question, why do you think Metaphor is coming? Because it's been leaked and it's been rumored by people that are very credible with sources like that. So, like I said, if you want to know my reasoning or if you want to know, like, see the evidence out there, just watch my vids on it. And I've got all of the people that have talked about it. I mean, it's also pretty practical. Look at Sega, look at Atlas's support. Atlas is already supporting with Persona 3 Reload in the first number of months. So, I mean, like, obviously they're going to get more on there. But, I mean, if you want to know, like, where it comes from and all that, I do have multiple videos talking about that. So, all you got to do is just type in Metaphor ReFantazio Switch 2, and you'll see, like, the sources and all of that. But, yeah, I mean, that's really why it's coming, man. Because it's been leaked by people who have gotten many other things right. When? I don't know about when. We'll see about that. I think they're going to get Persona 3 Reload for this year. That's going to be, like, their big game for Switch 2. And then they're gonna do it probably next year. We'll see about next year, like an announcement or something, or maybe a little bit after that. We might have to wait for like a royal version of the game, so we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Watch Mario Galaxy Combo Pack review on Nintendo Life. They love it. They pretty much said the same thing as you. PS loving the trails so far. Yep, it's really good, and just wish it was a little bit cheaper, but still is really good. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm gonna play those games again. They're really good games. So I'm looking forward to playing them once again. But yes, to Dane Gonzalez. Yes, expect Metaphor, my boy. Expect Metaphor incoming. Expect it. It's gonna happen. I just don't know when. But my man Dan Lee, I appreciate the 5. Keep on asking your questions though. Even if I've talked about it in the vid, I will still give you guys my best shot at whatever I think, at least. You know, what I think is gonna happen. Shout outs to Dan Lee, 59 on the combo board. We are combo breaking once again. Let's go, guys. I appreciate that. 1 away from the 60. Noah and Mio flying through the skies. We got Fire Emblem music next. Dan Lee, if you want something, I can get you some Mario Galaxy music as well if you want. So let's go and let's do Fire Emblem Id Purpose Awakening. Right after this counterattack for your Expedition 33 music on par with ReFantazio, in my opinion. Expedition 33 music on par with ReFantazio. I would say that the best of Expedition definitely hits the best of Metaphor, but I would give the slight edge to Metaphor, but I still think Expedition's fantastic. I still think it's very good. Let's see here, brother. I wish I could work something out for Sonic Crossroads Battle Game and Mario Kart World debate respectfully. All right, DBZ Nation, thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate you, bro. We're just gonna ban you. And I'll unban you if you pay me my 50 that you owe me for the debate that we were supposed to do. So you're not here for actual real discussion. You probably haven't even played Sonic Racing or Mario Kart World, to be honest. But I'm gonna need a cool 50 from you in order for me to even say like, because you keep on saying that you want to debate, and then you say that you'll drop the 50, and then you never dropped and gave me 50. So we're gonna have to go ahead and drop you out, ban you from the channel. So if you want to be unbanned, I'm gonna need a quick 50. You can still drop the dono link. I'm gonna put a special link for you, my man. So I'm gonna put a special Streamlabs link. Go ahead and put that it's from you in there, and we can unban you. But I'm not gonna be sitting here and wasting my time debating you in my streams. You're not coming in good faith. You run from we were supposed to have a debate where you said that you'd pay the 50. You never did. And then now you're back again. You're a weirdo. Like, you're really weird, okay? So I don't really feel like spending any more time on you. You're a weirdo. Go play Dragon Ball Z. Go play whatever you play. Something tells me you're not good at anything. But go play your games, okay? Go play your games on easy. Go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Go eat your cereal, okay? Get some rest to go to your job in the morning, okay? And don't worry about me or my streams or my videos or anything like that anymore, all right? Just, you can take your show to somewhere else, okay? Take your show, pack it up, and take your show somewhere else, okay, man? I appreciate you coming out to the stream, though. I really do, though. I appreciate it. But just go ahead and pack up and head out somewhere else, okay, man? Thank you. I appreciate you, though. I suggest Sunbro Nation, or I suggest Sunbro Nation. I suggest Nintendo Prime. I suggest Thunder Stash Gaming, Josie Woe. They all stream. They all have content. You can go talk to them. They're much more nicer than I am. So have a nice day, brother. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. You cut that man off quick tonight. Yeah, I wasn't gonna deal with it. He said he dropped 50 for the debate. He never dropped the 50. Now he's back to debate more. It's like, nah, man. He's just trolling at this point. So, like I said, check out the other streamers. By the way, there's the tip link right there. I just posted it. You want to be unbanned? Go ahead and hit me with that 50. Drop and give me 50, and I got you with the unban. Let's see here. Didn't he say he had 50 to debate? He did. He said he dropped the 50 for the debate, and he never did. So I'm not entertaining this guy anymore. He just wants clout for his channel. That's all he's looking for. So yeah, we're good. We're done. We're done. Is Metaphor really good? That and Expedition are in my Game Pass. I chose Expedition, which is great. Yeah, it's really, yes, Metaphor is really good. It was a Game of the Year nominee last year, and actually won Game of the Year from many different outlets. GameSpot, IGN, Famitsu, many places gave it Game of the Year. So yes, it's good. Did you not see all the big reviews for it, brother? It has like a 94 on Metacritic. Let's see here. Shout outs to, it says forget that guy. Oh, trust me, we are. What's up, Rags? Welcome. What is good? Welcome to the stream. Galaxy 2 is my personal favorite Mario game. Looking forward to being able to play it on Switch. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. I gotta play the Fire Emblem music now. So I got into a little rant right there. So we gotta get the Id Purpose music going. Let's go. We gotta get that Id Purpose. Now DBZ Nation can have some purpose. Find some purpose in your life, DBZ Nation. Just not on my stream, my boy. You already know that dude had problems like when he was a kid, putting like the shapes inside like the right shape, you know, like the circle in the circle, like the diamond in the diamond, the star in the star, the triangle. You already know he was like you already know he was messing up. You already know. Knock off Cal M. I know, seriously. Knock off Cal M. What's up, my view? Welcome to the stream. Yo, Dan Lee with another $1.99 dono. Yo, Dan Lee out here with the multiple donos tonight. Says Earthworm Jim Jams. Mustard on that wheat dough. Mustard on that wheat dough. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your support, Mr. Dan Lee. Don't be confused with Bruce Lee, bruh. We out here. Big love. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. And you guys know, Jeffrey Tucker with the Jow Jow.
I have never played a Mario Galaxy game.
What?
I only want to buy one of them at the moment. Which do you recommend?
Oh, Mario Galaxy 2. Mario Galaxy 2 is the better game. Mario Galaxy 2, but Mario Galaxy's 1 it's good too. It's almost like if you ain't never played them, it's like you have to get both of them. It's hard for me to just say, I mean, if you only had to pick one, I would say Mario Galaxy 2. Because 2 has Yoshi. But like, man, if you haven't played them, it's like a brand new 3D Mario game. Legit, man. It's like a brand new 3D Mario game. It'll be as good as like a brand new 3D Mario game, you know? If you've never played them, because the games are so intelligently designed, so well crafted. I mean, there's no bugs or glitches. Like, the game is just incredible. So yeah. Story, both of the games have really no story. Like, they have a story, but the story's not important. Nobody cares. I mean, some people care about the story of Mario Galaxy, but most people just care about the actual platforming and gameplay. Shout outs to my man Jeffrey Tucker, old man eating a Twix, taking back the Hokage lead, and of course tying up as well with the Stream Ninja. Let's go. Jeffrey T, old man eating the Twix. Yo, I appreciate that. I think you did 10 earlier, right? I think you did, right? I don't remember. I forgot. Or it's not showing up on here. Either way, shout outs Jeffrey Tucker. Appreciate you. DBZ Nation needs to play Silent Hill 2 and relax. I agree. He needs to play Silent Hill 2 and relax. And you guys are not relaxing on this combo board. 73. We're about to get this. We're about to get this. Shout outs, man. All right, take it easy, my view. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Thank you to Dan Lee with that support too, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay, yeah, you did 5 earlier. So that's 15 on the board. Okay, yeah. So you're with 15. Thank you for that, Jeffrey Tucker. Also tied up Stream Ninja as well. Jeff T. Anybody does more than 10 in a singular dono can pass up triple way tie there. You guys are awesome tonight, man. Seriously, thank you guys so much. Lego. Top chat, live chat. And Shaw X with the 10 says, DBZ Nation, you jabroni. The Shaw says either you pay the 50 or the Shaw will stick his Jordan. So far, you'll be brushing the Jordan logo the next time you brush your teeth. Your Rudy Poo candy. The Shaw says. Oh my gosh, that was great. Shout outs to Shaw X. Thank you for another big $10 dono. Jumping up above Jeffrey T with the Hokage Bridge with the 20. Appreciate that. I have Mario All-Stars with Galaxy on it. I'll definitely get the Galaxy combo pack. Yeah, I just want them both on cartridge because I just think having both on cartridge is dope. But the game has an 88 Metacritic. And you know why it has an 88 Metacritic?
I cannot believe Nintendo would dare charge this much. It feels like greedy. Rip off. That's why I give 7. I love the game. It's very good. It's great. But I give 7.
Defending Nintendo Championship NES Edition. Game contains entire NES games of Super Mario Bros. And Donkey Kong on the cart, as well as World 1 of Super Mario Bros. 3 and the first dungeons of both Zelda 1 and 2. The game is goated. Haters lack Riz.
I saw people talking about that. Shoutouts to Zoo with the $10 dono. And I'm wondering what... I saw Doc Trey put up a video saying why weren't people complaining about the NES Championship Edition? And I think that game came out last year, right? I mean, it feels like it was delayed onset muscle soreness. Like, why are people... real quick, Zoo, why are people randomly bringing up this game? And just give you guys a little thing here. Nintendo gave me... Nintendo did give me a copy of the game. I bought it, but then I got a free copy. I didn't know they were going to give me a free copy of the game, so I just ended up just returning it. But I have the Nintendo World Championship Edition. I don't know how much it costs. I don't remember. But yeah. Let's see. It's not just a game. It's a special edition. Yeah, but it just seems so random. So that's why I don't look at stupid reviews. That's what I'm confused about. Exactly.
How dare you, Nintendo? I can't believe it. Ah, 6 out of 10.
Zoo, thank you for the $10 dono. That we actually got a 4-way tie at the top of the Stream Hokage or Stream Ninja board. Oh my gosh, with all the 10s. Thank you guys so much, man. JoJo's coming through. Zoo. Anybody does 10 or more, you give it up, my man. Zoo, Klavensky, Jeff T, and Shaw X at the Stream Ninja board. Forgot about the game until it showed up at my house. Yeah. I remember people did complain about NES Championship then anyway. Did they? I don't remember people complaining about this game. Let's find out what comes in the package. And how much was it? Does anybody remember how much the game was? Because I don't feel like looking it up because I'm going to be unboxing it for you guys. So can somebody tell me how much it was in USD? So you get like an actual, like, it's not a real NES cartridge, but you get like a replica NES cartridge. So that's actually pretty cool. And it has like all the emblems of the different games. So you get it in a slip case. In a Nintendo slipcase like they did back in the day. Of course, you get the game fully on cart, which I think, yeah, I got it. Yeah, you get the game fully on cart. You get a NES edition. I don't know what this is, but it's something. It's a pin set. Oh no, it's art cards. You get art cards. Okay, yeah, so you get some art cards. They have art from all the what's it called? Like the box arts from all the games. And then you also get a pin set. This is a pin set as well. That has different pins from the NES games. So yeah, the deluxe costs $60. Yeah, what are people complaining about? I mean, this seems like a pretty cool collector's thing for $60, right? Like, I don't think that's a bad. Is that bad? Signed copy of Mario Galaxy 1 last night. Oh, nice. I don't think that's bad, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Digital version is a lot cheaper. How much is the digital version? Oh, wait, hold up. There's something else in here too. I'm going to be interested to see Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 become a rare game in the future, depending on how many it gets sold this week, how many copies. I don't think it's whether it becomes a rare game or not. It's not based on how many copies are sold this week. No, that's not based. That's not how games become rare or not. It's based off of how many Nintendo decides to print and the demand in the future. That's what a rare game becomes or not. That's really more of it. Not how many it sells this week. No, that's not it. Got it for the collectibles. Didn't even open the box. Still in the shipping plastic. Yeah, I got it because I thought it'd be a cool collector's edition, and then Nintendo just sent me one anyway. So yeah, I got it's not a bad collector's edition. Also not expensive for a collector's edition. Yeah, I didn't think it was. So I'm not sure why. Like I said, I saw Doc Trey put up a video saying why people complain about that. Yeah, I think that the rest of that collector's edition stuff is worth $30 to me at least to get like a real physical copy of the game on cartridge, and then you get the other pin set and all that collected. I think that's about $30 for me at least. It would be like $10 per thing, right? $10 for the game, $10 for the pin set, $10 for the art cards. I mean, or you can say $20 for the game, or whatever you want it. Whatever. Like, I don't think it's that bad. Me personally, like for what you get, I don't think it's that bad. Shout outs to Chat T, not to be confused with Chat GPT. So I'm gonna call you Chad T. Chat GPT with the $20. Yo, what up, Big Chat? Big Chad in the chat. Yo, OJ, about to fire up Final Fantasy Tactics for the first time in 22 years. I have your stream on in the background to continue support. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Chad T. Yo, we out here. We representing the Chads out here. My man's a real Chad. Straight up. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. 113 on the board, and you guys know what time it is. You know when that Fountain of Dreams comes on. It is time. It is time. It is time for Cloud. We just missed his music though. Let's go. You're right on that. Hopefully the demand will stay high on the game. I might pick it up this weekend so I can try out Galaxy 2. Yeah, you're not gonna know if something's rare or not until later. Like, you can always guess, but it's never based on the sales of like the first week. That's never how a game is considered rare or not. That's not like rare in the future. Rare in the future is just based off of consumers, how they feel about a game, how much was printed about the game, like how much was printed, just stuff like that. It's never based off of first week sales. Never based off of that. Shinru with the 5 gifted. Yo, what's up, Blandrew? Yo, Shinru, thank you for that. Yo, I appreciate it. Shout out to Big Shinru. My man, the big furry in the house. Let's go, Shinru. Big fur. I think Shinru, you like that nickname? Big fur? I think that nickname's kind of cool, but I probably won't call you that because I'm thinking you probably wouldn't like that nickname. Shout out to Shinru. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for the big support. 5 gifted. Yo, we out here, bro. Thank you so much. Who got those gifts from Shinru? From Big Shinru. Adroxys with the 91 months. Big Durg is better. Yo, Big Durg? That sounds, I like it. It's more hood. Big Durg, Shinru. All right, I got you, fam. Let's go. Thank you for the 5 gifted Book of Teas. Blandrew's in the house too. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Blandrew's channel. My man is legit awesome. Guys, go sub to Blandrew. 123 on the combo board. We are going. Yes, sir. We are out here. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys, I'm always going to give the homie Blandrew a shout out. Anybody that survived the Wii U days, it's like the Band of Brothers, or it's like Saving Private Ryan. It's like, your whole platoon gets cooked and stuff like that. It's like D-Day, bro. It's like the whole squad got cooked right after the Wii. We all got cooked. Whoever's left, you gotta at least hype them up. You gotta let them know. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to the graveyard. We see all of our fallen brethren. Like, press F to pay respects. But anybody that made it through, you gotta give them hype. You gotta give them love. So you, Doc Trey, gotta give you guys extra love, man. You guys go subscribe to my man Blandrew's channel. Hey, what's up, Gaming Mariner? Finally started DK Bonanza the other day. I'm loving it. You're like Hulk smashing everything. Yes, it's very good. It's very good. Let's see here. Wii U ended up being PU, sadly. I know, sadly. But it's actually the craziest thing about the Wii U. I actually played it a lot, bro. I can acknowledge the issues with it, but I played it. I had a bunch of fun with it, me personally. But it wasn't enough, though. We needed better third-party support. We needed more Japanese games. But man, I played a lot of first-party games on that piece, bro. I played a lot of Super Mario 3D World. I played a lot of Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD. I played a lot of Pokken Tournament. I played Tokyo Mirage Session, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Hyrule Warriors. I played Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. I played Bayonetta 2. Man, I played a lot. DK Tropical Freeze.
How are you enjoying Hades 2?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a rating for it? I'm 15 hours in and I'm having a very similar feeling of, I can't put this down, that I had with DK Bonanza. I didn't expect this, but I think it's in my top 3 games of the year so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have to agree. Dane Gonzalez, I've only put about 2 hours or so into Hades 2, but right now I'm really liking it a lot. I got to play more, though, for sure, but it's really good. It is really, 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 really good. I like it a lot. 126 on the combo board. It's up there as one of my game of the years as well. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, Griffin says, real talk, I have Breath of the Wild on the Wii U and it's a sick game. Just bought Breath of the Wild for Switch a month ago. Upgrade when I got Switch 2. Nice. Love the hell out of Wii U. I skipped the Wii, so I had a full library plus Wii stuff. Yep. But I mean, I can still acknowledge a lot of the issues with the Wii U. Like, it's not just because I had a lot of fun with it doesn't mean that there weren't a ton of issues, you know? Shout outs to Shot X, and also Chad T with the big 20, and Zoo with the 10 as well. Let's go.
If y'all haven't watched Blandrew's DPN Key Kong video, it's legit incredible. Great job, man. Open invite me to the bar. Let's talk DK.
Yeah, absolutely. Blandrew's a super high quality content creator. So his videos are scripted and well thought out, well planned, very good as well. But Blandrew, I have one question. It's on my old laptop before you deleted the video. But I need you to bring back that Xbox One song. I need you to bring back that song, my man. You deleted it, and I need you to bring back that song. Don't think I forgot about that song that you put up, that you ended up deleting on your channel. Don't think I forgot, because I did it. No, Blandrew. You gotta, no, Blandrew, no. You gotta, I just personally, okay. I need you to personally get, do you still have the, okay, how about this? Confirm or deny, yes or no, do you still have the song playable? Could you still listen to the song? Just yes or no. That's all I need to know, yes or no. And we'll go from there. And we'll go from there. Shoutouts to Zoo again with the big $10 dono, but yes. Big love to Blandrew. He's a great content creator. No, I threw away my old PC. Ah! You psycho, Blandrew. You psycho.
Don't remember if I asked you guys this question.
Okay.
Now that we have the Switch 2, which Pokemon spin-off would you like to come back? New Mystery Dungeon, Hawken Tournament, Ranger or Conquest?
Oh.
Play the Diamond, Pearl battle theme. Not remake.
Diamond and Pearl battle theme. Dude, Pokken Tournament. And shoutouts to Dan Lee with the $2 says, Hadouken! Hadouken! And we are... Dragon Ball Z, we're powering up. Almost at 150 combos. The platinum and a half. Diamond and Pearl. Let's go. Trainer battle song. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. Okay, well, you know what, Blandrew? That's okay. Because I have it on my old PC. And my old PC is in the garage, okay? I just got to get it hooked up and fixed. So I'm going to give you a blackmail. You're a blackmail, but I'm going to blackmail you right now at this point, okay? So here's what I'm going to do, all right? You're going to have to promise that you create more than 2 or 3 videos for the rest of this year, or I will release the song to the public. I will release the song on Twitter, okay? So I'm going to challenge you. I have it, actually. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to let us all know. But it's in my, I saved it because I knew you'd delete it, okay? So, I have it. And I am going to tell you to please make some more videos before the end of the year. And if you don't, I will release the song on Twitter. So there you go. And I'm actually not joking. I have the song. Yo, Blandrew with the 20. As I'm blackmailing him, he's giving me money. I think he probably did. This is why I have no friends. This is exactly why I have no friends. This is exactly why I have no friends. Oh my god, Blandrew, you're the homie. If I knew Blandrew in real life, I think we'd be like the coolest homies, man. If I knew him like IRL. If I like met him. I haven't met him IRL yet, but like we're cool. He says hit the like button. I like these streams a lot of negativity in the Nintendo sphere right now. Always good to hear from real fans and not rage bait YouTubers feeding off negativity. Yeah, I mean really right now, Blandrew, like there's a record amount of money being paid. Like if you want to get like serious here, there's a record amount of money being paid to grifters, you know, to grifters and to people that are doing crazy negative videos for like no reason. So yeah, shout outs to Zoo, shout outs to Shinru. Thank you guys so much. Shout outs to Dan Lee. Thank you guys for the donos, man. You guys are awesome. 168 on the board. You guys know what time. Could we get the double platinum tonight? We got platinum and a half. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Big love. Let's go. I'm buying a house this month. Ooh, congratulations on buying a house. Let's go, man. Love the fact that you're getting a house. Always good. Man, single, your own house too? Man, how are you going to be out here? You living the life. You're going to make a lot more videos. Okay, cool. So there's no need for me to release the video, like the music. But yeah, it's on my old PC. Because I knew you'd do and like that's something, I'll be honest with you, Blandrew, like I really have it on my old PC. Like I really have it. Now, do I know exactly like what? It's in my heart. I would just have to look up like my files, but I can find it because I titled it Blandrew Xbox Song. I already remember the title. So I do have it, but I wouldn't, I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't release it without you. Like I wouldn't release it. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I'd probably just give it back to you and just say, hey, if you want the song, here's the song. Because you don't have it. But I'm pretty sure somebody else in the community has like downloaded it too and probably has it as well. But it's actually a really funny song. It's actually a really funny song. Let's see. You're holding a gun to his head. No, I actually wouldn't do that. That'd be messed up. Like I said, if I say I'm his friend, I wouldn't actually do that to him. To be honest, like honestly, for real, I wouldn't do that. That's messed up. If he didn't want the song to be released, I would not release the song. But I mean, I have it. You know. I do have it though. I'm pretty sure I have it. So yeah. Let's see here. I'm looking at my Wii U collection, Breath of the Wild, 3D World, Pokken Tournament, Bayonetta 2, Warriors, and Nintendo Land. There you go. Video game blackmail. Yeah, I know, seriously. We out here. We out here today, boys and girls. Sometimes you gotta just do it, you know? Like Nike, just do it. Player says, was the Star Fox game on the Wii U pretty good, minus the way that it controlled? Yes, it was not bad. Just the way that it controlled was a problem. Star Fox Zero? Yeah, if it had normal controls, it probably wouldn't be. It wouldn't have gotten so much heat, you know? It wouldn't have gotten so much heat if it had normal controls, but, you know, whatever. You know, shout outs to Zoo, though. Thank you for the $10 dono as well. Appreciate that. We got Zoo, we got Blandrew, Shaw X all at the top of the board with the 20 on the board here. So we got I think a 4 quad tie. Let's go. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. Blandrew. But yeah, there's a lot of negative peeps out there, man. But like I said, it's really all for just money, to be honest. Like, and I know people say that's just a cop-out or you're just being salty. And it's really not, because like I said, Paul Gale reported that the system has sold nearly 9 million units, or sold 8.6 million. Nobody picked that up. He's been right about a bunch of stuff. A lot of these Switch 2 haters don't want to talk about it, right? We know that we know that the Switch 2 is selling out in Japan. What do Switch 2 haters say? They make up conspiracy theories. They make up how, straight up lie about the Japanese sales. Like, it's crazy, bro. Never heard this song, but I'm very curious, LOL. Yeah, it's basically, so here's the basic premise of the song. The song's basic premise was that this was right after let me set you guys up where we're looking at. So this was right after Xbox revealed the Xbox One. So I'm thinking this is around 2012 or 2013. I think it's 2013. So it's probably somewhere, I think the time frame for this song from Blandrew was around summer, around E3 to the end of the year in 2013. Maybe it was a little bit afterwards, but it's somewhere in that time frame. So we're looking at more than a decade ago. And Xbox really just went through a tough situation with the whole TV press conference, where all they talked about was literally TV. They talked about so much TV and watching TV and TV this and TV that and, you know, and media this and media that. Like, it was crazy. So then Blandrew was like, all right, I'm gonna make a song about it. So that was really what the premise of that was. Song was a Switch Gang song right before the Switch released. Okay, was it? The song was a Switch Gang song. Wait a minute, no. Was it really right before the Switch released? Oh my god, okay, then my bad. I am completely confusing. See, I'm old. I'm completely confusing the songs and what's going on here. I still have your song, but I got the timing completely wrong then. My bad on that one. My bad on that one. I didn't know it was, I thought it was older than that. Blandrew, you still on Twitter? Wii U had a lot of Nintendo fans on YouTube, but Wii U killed them. Yes, Wii U absolutely destroyed the Nintendo community. I had a civil war in my community. A civil war after the Wii U. A civil war. Because here, these were the two thought processes. This is what happened. So at E3 2014, Nintendo had a great E3. So Party Man was like 2 years old, okay? So Nintendo had a great E3 in 2014, okay? In 2014, things were going great. They had Bayonetta 2, they had Super Smash Brothers, they had Hyrule Warriors, they had released Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Like, man, it was great. Mario Kart 8 just came out. Like, that was selling good. Like, everything was looking up. So I was like, all right, cool. They're going to reinvigorate the Wii U. It's going to start selling well. But then Nintendo decided, so then that year played out. So then the following year at E3 2015, oh, by the way, they had Splatoon at that year's E3 too, I think. So then at E3 2015, everyone was excited to see what they were going to do to revitalize the Wii U even more. And what it turned into, it really turned into a funeral. Because that E3 was one of the worst E3s Nintendo's done. And at that point, we knew that the writing was on the wall. Nintendo even started talking about the NX earlier that year. So it was like, okay, we know the next system is coming. The E3 showing was not great. It was not great. We know that it's pretty much done and they're working on the next system and the games are gonna come to the next system. So when that happened, I saw that very quickly. And I said that Nintendo's given up on the Wii U. And a lot of the Wii U fans did not like that I said that. I got turned into a little bit of a pariah within my own community because I was like, dude, they gave up. People were like, no, it's not over yet. They were fighting like that Japanese dude that kept on fighting the war. Like, 20 years after the war, 30 years after the war ended, this man kept fighting in that island by... the Japanese general kept on fighting, That's what happened, bro. These Wii U fans, they thought that, that it was done. Or they thought that it wasn't over, but it was over, man. It was over. So, people got really upset at me with that. So, yeah, that's really what happened. So then I had that was basically a civil war. I lost a lot of my audience on YouTube and on my website at that time. But I didn't really care because I knew that the next system was going to be a banger. So I didn't really care too much. Warfare says, I finally got a Switch 2 and DKOJ. Nice, Warfare. Congrats on that, man. Let's go. Nintendo definitely gave up the Wii U in 2015. Yes, they did. Switch killed the YouTube Nintendo Wii U supporters because they fell to the pressure of being a Nintendo shill. Switch killed the Nintendo wait, hold up. Switch killed the YouTube Nintendo Wii U supporters because they felt the pressure of being a Nintendo shill. I'm not exactly sure what is that. Can you explain that further? DeAndre with the $2 Canadian, and then Dan Lee with the $2 says, never heard this song, but I'm very curious. Yes, sir. And then DeAndre with the $2. Appreciate that. Let's go. So anyone buying PlayStation book? No, I'm not buying that PlayStation book. I am definitely not. That's like Mystic Ryan type of stuff, So no, I'm good. I'm good on that. Was it $100 and something to $300 book on PlayStation? No, I'm good. What did Nintendo show at E3 2015? I forgot. They showed not a lot. So E3, Nintendo, E3 2015, Nintendo E3 2015. That might have been was that the Muppets one? Oh no, Nintendo E3 2015. So here's what they showed. Everything at the digital event. Yeah, that was the Muppets one. So everything they showed. Oh my gosh, this is stupid. Alright, so they showed Star Fox Zero. They got the official E3 announcement trailer. Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. Hyrule Warriors on the Nintendo 3D. A really ghetto, crusty version of Hyrule Warriors for the Nintendo 3DS. Oh gosh. Xenoblade Chronicles X, that was good. Obviously, that's really good. But we've been waiting for that game since 2012 or since 2013. So people were just like, release the game, and the game was already out in Japan. So we were just waiting for the December release. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Oh, that's when you knew it was over. When it wasn't a real Animal Crossing game, that's when you're like, okay, yeah, it's over. It's not a real Animal Crossing game. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. That was a 3DS game, if I'm not correct, right? Paper Jam. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, which a bare bones Mario Tennis game that they just threw together as quick as possible. Yeah. We got a release date for Mario Maker, some amiibos, and then they didn't talk about the NX. So yeah, there wasn't much. That was pretty much. It was pretty much, yeah. That was that, you know. So yeah, that's what happened, man. That's what happened. Yeah, Super Mario Maker. Okay. Let's supermario.com website. Let's see if that website's still up. Let's supermario.com. Let me see. It just redirects to Super Mario Odyssey. Just redirects to Super Mario Odyssey. There you go. They just repurposed it. Yoshi's Woolly World. Yoshi's Woolly World. Star Fox Zero. Skylanders Supercharged. Just Dance 2016. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Shin Megami Tokyo Mirage Sessions was also there. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. That was it for Wii U. So yeah, that was a bit depressing. Because some of those games we had already known about for a while. I mean, it's not like there wasn't like, I mean, honestly, if the funniest thing is that if you compare it to Microsoft and Sony, that's still more first party. That's like still more first party games that you would get in a year. That's the funniest thing. Like the most dookie output for the Wii U is like still like goated output for like Microsoft or Sony first party. Like for like no cap. If you look at the first party games here, Super Mario Maker, Yoshi's Woolly World, Star Fox Zero, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and Ultra. That's 7 first party games. On the Wii U, obviously a dead system. So, I mean, not like all those games are incredible. I'm just saying that was still like in one event, still 7 first-party games, which is crazy. But I mean, nobody else was supporting them. So who else is going to support the system? You better have something, right? You better have some games. So yeah. Anyway, 3DS had Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, Yokai Watch, Fire Emblem Fates. Oh yeah, Fire Emblem Fates was there. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Hyrule Warriors Legends, Metroid Prime Federation Force. Ooh, the Federation Force one. Yeah, so they had eight 3DS games. So, you know, they had 15 games total between the 3DS and the Wii U. So, I guess looking back at it, it's not like the worst thing ever in the world. But it's also like people expected a lot more than that, you know? So it ended up being disappointing. Sent us the Chrono Rig with the $2 and says, gotta give credits to the OG, Blandrew and OJ. Yeah, man, we OGs. We super OGs. Super Wii U, Nintendo OGs, bro. We were fighting for our life back then. You're killing me! We were fighting for our life back then, man. It was like a struggle. Fighting for our life, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, Nintendo did the creator program back then. It wasn't very good. You just had to get around their copyrights by just simply chopping up the footage or using stuff that was safe. I think 2016 should have been the signal for deniers that the Wii U was on its way out. The announcement of NX didn't do it. I mean, 2015 was. 2016 was like, oh yeah, for real. Like, we knew. In 2016, we all knew. Like, they had one game in 2016 for E3. It was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was it. So we already knew in 2016 that it was over. It was over. So yeah. I'm getting a Switch 2 soon. What order should I play Xenoblade? Xenoblade 1. Start with the first game, Griffin. Start with the first game. The best part of Blandju's video was knocking Souls games. Wait, what? Are you talking about the DK video? The GameCube era was also hard back then. You could actually add a good system and game library, try to convince the rest of the world existed. I'm telling you, man, the GameCube got unnecessarily hated. You know, it really did. It got unnecessarily hated. It was a good system, bro. It was a good system. Good system in my opinion, at least. Yeah, the DK video. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Omar Landero. Yo, shout outs to Omar Landero. Bro, lots of people are getting tired of Souls games though. Like, the Souls fatigue is real. This is how real the Souls fatigue is. And Chrono Rig, if you want some music, Chrono Rig, thank you for the $2. Drop some a video game track in the chat. Remember, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your video game track. Sometimes if you drop like a lower amount of money on Super Chat, it won't let you put it in like you don't have enough space, but you can always put it in the comment section afterwards. What's up, Nick93? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, like, the GameCube was great, man. I thought it was a good system. They did have some, like, one year where it was kind of, like, I think it was 2003, where it was kind of bad, kind of crusty for the GameCube. But, like, for the most part, I mean, they released good games. Tears of the Kingdom Wind Temple boss? Yes, you can. Tears of the Kingdom Wind Temple. There you go. Shout outs, guys. I appreciate that. Full combo rewards. We out here. We back. We're very close. 26 combos away from a 2x platinum. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. GameCube was one of my favorite Nintendo systems of all time. Yeah, it had aura. GameCube, I don't care what anybody said. That little purple box had aura. It did. Chronicles and X are what comes next. Which one? Just go in order. Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Then if you want, you can play X afterwards. Just go in the numbered order. And yeah, you can play X. I mean, if you want to go in actual, like, within release date, you can play it like that too if you want. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I'm just warning you right now. These are extremely long games, and they all have DLC, like post-game or extra DLC. So Xenoblade 1 has Future Connected, which you can play at the beginning or the end, but I recommend playing it after you beat the game. Xenoblade X has the thing at the end as well, and it's also a long game. Xenoblade 2 has Torna the Golden Country, and it's also a long game. And Xenoblade 3 has Future Redeemed. So, I mean, you're looking at not actually 4 games. You're looking at 6 games. No, you're looking at 8 games. Sorry, 8 games, kind of. Yeah, Xenoblade 1, and then Future Connected. Xenoblade 2, and Torna. Xenoblade X, and then, that thing's, I mean, it's not that long, but whatever. Let's just count it as 1. Then Xenoblade 3, and then Future Redeemed. So you're looking at, like, 7 separate, like, oh, I'm gonna start up this game. Now, remember, the DLCs are significantly shorter than the main games, so it's not like it's gonna be, like, 80-hour game for, like, the DLC. But just keep that in mind, that it's the game plus the extra content. You know, Xenoblade X is seamless. You don't have to go into a separate menu. You just do it after the game is done. So there's that. But it's definitely worth getting it. The world building is great. The combat takes a while to get used to, but it's really good. It's a fantastic game. But there might be updates on the Switch 2, and if there are, those automatically become like some of the best games on Switch 2. Like if they do a Xenoblade 3 update, like Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3, specifically Xenoblade 2, imagine Xenoblade. I just got chills right now. Imagine Xenoblade 2 running at 4K 60. Whoo! Whoo! Oh my gosh. Like, I think that would be nuts. Or imagine Xeno 3 and Future Redeemed running at 4K 60. Nintendo needs to do this, or I'm gonna choke them out like Bart Simpson, bruh. I'm gonna choke them out like Bart, like Homer versus Bart. Like, this needs to be done. This needs to be done. That would be insane for Xeno 2 at 4K 60. So, yeah, we need that. We need that. My favorite Xenoblade is probably Xenoblade 3 plus Future Redeemed. Like, if you want, like, the full experience, like, what did I enjoy the most from start to finish? Xenoblade 3. plus Future Redeem. Those are probably that's like my favorite one. Because not only does it have like the best launch of any Xenoblade game, like with the least amount of bugs, glitches, quality of life adjustments that are needed, all of that. It also has like, you know, great content added in there. It also has the resolution to the whole series. It's got probably the best graphics out of them as well. It's got one of the most impressive open worlds out of all of them. So there's a lot of good things about Xenoblade 3. It's got one of the more impressive battle systems. Some people like 2 more, but I think 3's is very good. Future Redeems is incredible. So yeah, I like it a lot. Xenosaga, baby. We need, hey, look, Nick93, we need Xenosaga. We need Xenosaga to come back, bro. We need that to come back. Still have games for it. Yep, I have a lot of games for the GameCube. Yeah, I think lack of marketing hurt Wii U. I also think people were confused with Wii and the Wii U too. I mean, that's just what people say online. I think it was really just more the lack of marketing overall. And I think that the idea wasn't what people wanted. People didn't want a big old Fisher-Price tablet. I mean, we got to be real with ourselves at this point. Even when I explained to people what the Wii U was, they were still like, yeah, I don't want it. Like my sister had a Wii. She loved the Wii. I explained to her what the Wii U was and she was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need a big old weird looking plastic tablet. You know, so I think that even if people did know, I mean, yeah, it would have probably sold a little bit better, but I don't think it would have been like, oh my gosh, not everyone's rushing out there and buying it who bought the Wii. I think the Wii ran its course. Nintendo didn't want to make a real Wii 2. They made something else, and it just didn't stick with the casual gamers that bought the Wii. So yeah, that's really that's what I ultimately I think that's. Like I said, maybe they sell 20 million more. Maybe they sell like around 30 million. Maybe get to N64 numbers with better marketing, which would have definitely been better. Probably would have extended the generation for like another year, maybe. But yeah. Let's see here. Gonna be playing the new Digimon on Thursday. Nice, Kevin Lewis. Let's go. How's it going? Welcome. I like Xenoblade 2 way more than 3. The world was way more beautiful and varied. I found 3, everything looked the same in most areas. Yeah, that's like factually not true, but it's okay. It's all good, Matt. There's like plenty of different areas and different locations in Xenoblade 3 that are very easy. Like you can tell like in the art. You just look at the art in the game and it's that there are different areas, but it's okay. Chrono Rig with the $5 and says since Satoru Shibata is coming to the coming from the European division, I really hope he could make USA switch to pre-order bonuses better like in European. That's going to be based off of supply chain and amounts and cost. So it's going to be dependent on that, whether they want to incur that cost or not. So we'll see. Let's see. I think part of the problem with the hardware wasn't just power gap, was the fact that Wii U was still using PowerPC architecture when other consoles had moved on to x86. That's part of it, but Switch 1 and Switch 2 doesn't use x86. And it's still got plenty of those have way more. So I think it was really more of the sales. I don't really think it was x86. If the Wii U sold a lot, let's say Nintendo sold a lot more systems, I think people would have took the time to port the games over. So I don't really think that was it. I don't really think that was all it either, to be honest. Because once again, Switch doesn't use x86. Switch 2 doesn't use x86. And the Switch 2 is getting a ton of games. So yeah, I don't think that's it. But yeah, definitely that could be part, but it's more of the sales. Let's see, he says, true, but companies are pretty used to developing for ARM because of past handhelds and mobile. Yeah, maybe. But once again, I mean, PowerPC, that's something that they were used to developing too as well. Like, the Wii used it, the GameCube used it. It's not like developers didn't know how to develop for it as well. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, it would have helped out a little bit, but that's not going to help sell the system. Like, if it has bad ports. And once again, if the ports aren't selling, and if the system isn't selling, then, you know, then that's a problem. Nintendo's first-party output was bad. That was the problem. Their first-party output was not fast enough. It was not good enough to sell the system. I don't think people were going to buy a Wii U based off of being able to play an old port of BioShock 1 or something like that. Because there was no real advantage of buying it again or buying it over what you would play on your 360 or your PS3. You know, the tablet wasn't enough. The developers, they didn't really use the tablet. Nintendo didn't even use the tablet as much as they could. So that's a problem too as well. And that also takes development time and resources. So I think that overall the concept just didn't work. That's really what it comes down to, guys. Like, everyone wants to make excuses and wants to say this or that, but nobody's just looking at it from like the actual, like, straight up, like looking at it raw. Like, look, man, it just the concept wasn't good enough. Like, that's just like, nobody's looking at it that way. And I think people definitely need to look at it more like, hey, look, maybe the concept just wasn't strong enough. Like, it's okay, like it's a big tablet, but maybe people just didn't want to use a big tablet with 2 screens going like this. I mean, that could also be it as well, you know? So there was also that. Yeah, and then talk about x86 development. I mean, x86, look at how long and look how difficult games are still being developed. So I don't even think that's it, to be honest, man. So yeah. Let's see here. John D says, going to work, OJ, keep up the great streams. Hey, take it easy. Thank you for coming out for the stream, man. I have an N64, 2 Wii's, 1 Wii 2. What's a Wii 2? Does that mean a Wii U? And my games are in boxes too. Amelia, I don't play them anymore. There you go, man. But no, I see what Mr. L's saying though. Like, I definitely see that. Like, there probably would have been a few more games here and there, if it was x86. But I don't think that all of a sudden makes it sell well. I don't think that makes it sell well, personally, at least. A lot of the casual fan bases that was on Wii moved to smartphones. Yup, exactly. They just didn't think the concept was that great, really. Sometimes you gotta just own your failures. You know what I'm saying? You gotta own your failures. You know, like let me give you guys a perfect example right after this. I'm gonna read this donut from Justin, but I'll give you guys a perfect example. My brother, like when I was training to play football, like professionally, after I was done in college, I played semi-pro. Then I was trying out for a football team in Sacramento. Like, I pulled my 1 year. I went there. I ran the 40. I ran like a 4 or 5. I think I did pretty good, but they didn't give me a call back. So then the second year, I went there and I pulled my hamstring beforehand. And after that, I kind of had to just say, hey, kind of give up on my football dream, right? And I know years later, my brother would always tell me, hey, you know, it's not your fault, you know, like, you know, people didn't realize how good you were and all that. And I used to kind of go with that, like, yeah, you know, man, if I would have got like another chance or if this and that. But sometimes you just got to realize that, like, you're Bardock and you're not Goku. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to realize that I'm Bardock and my son is probably Goku. Like, I was okay, but I wasn't quite good enough. You know, sometimes you got to realize that you just weren't quite good enough. And maybe you can raise somebody else that will be. Because my dad, he was athletic, and my mom, they were athletic, but they didn't grow up in a sports environment, so they didn't teach me anything about sports. I learned it basically just watching on TV and just being natural athlete, right? So, same thing with my brother. But my son and my nephews, they all have, like myself, they have my brother, and we can guide them, and we can help them, we can give them all the tips and tricks. Not that Bardock did that to his son, because he didn't really. But, well, at least in the normal canon, he didn't. But sometimes you pass the genes that are there to be great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm almost positive my son has genes that is going to be significantly better than I was when I played, you know, as long as I train him and raise him right and all that. He's really tall for his age. He's in the 90th percentile. I was not in the 90th percentile. He's really big. He's advanced. He's already kind of talking. He's climbing. He's strong. And he's barely 2. And he's barely 2 years old. So it's like you're already seeing signs of very, you know, and he was planned. He was super planned. Everything was perfect with the boy. So sometimes you got to realize that you're not Goku, you're Bardock. So that's what I have to come to terms of realization with. Now, I can still do other things. Remember, Bardock was a genius scientist. You know what I'm saying? He was a genius. I can still put together my brain and use it to run my stream and to teach my son and to help this world be better for everybody. Help you guys be happy, whatever the case is. Take care of my family, you know, all that good stuff. Take care of my nephews. Make sure that they're good. You know, they have a good uncle that can, you know, play with them and all that. So I can be a genius in my own way, you know, and let the next generation do their thing. But I'm not going to be mad at my son if he doesn't make it or anything like that. I'm not going to be like, oh man, he should have. And I'm not going to like live vicariously through him. Like if he wants to be a doctor or a scientist or a dentist or, you know, or something else or an electrician or whatever, right? I'll be happy with that too. Although like I'm going to push him in a direction, but yeah. Trunks Goten. Shout out to Trunks and Goten. They're good, but they weren't as good as Goku and Vegeta. It's just, yeah, that's a funny analogy. I know, man. Exactly. Failings make you grow. Now I can impart my wisdom on the next gen, you know? Now are you gonna call your sub boy like Kratos boy? No, I don't call him boy. I call him, you know, I say son, come here, son, come here. You know? So I don't call him boy, but maybe I will when he gets a bit older. When I start getting tough with the training. The training's real easy now. All the training is just chase me around the house, just like run. That's all. Or I hand him a little peanut butter jar and he runs like it's a football. He has like a little football too. So that's all it is now. But the training's gonna get tougher and tougher. We're gonna start maybe next year. I'll start doing some actual training when he's 3. But for right now, it's just kind of playing around. So yeah. Any kid that has a passionate father is a lucky child. Yes, that is true. That is true. That is 100% true. If you got a father that's really there, that wants to be there for like what you do, man, that's one of the best things that you can have in the world. Because I'm not gonna say, it's kind of hard with my dad. It's like I don't think he was actually passionate about anything that I did, but he was cool. Like I can't not. Like he was cool, man. Like he got me video games. You know, he got me video games. He got me toys and stuff. You know, but the other stuff was lacking. But I'm not gonna. I like. It was alright. It was alright. He put a roof over my head. He fed me food. Like it was. He listened to me sometimes. Sometimes he listened to me. So it was good enough. It was good enough. You know, back then it was different when you were like raising kids and all that was so different back then. A lot of times, like dads would be really tough on their kids. You know, today's day it's like a little bit. I mean, dads can be tough on their kids in today's day, but it's like, you know, a little bit more sensitive in today's day than it was, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. AJ, the next generation, yeah. Don't know if you missed it. You picking up Galaxy? Oh yeah, I did. I did miss you saying that, Blanchard. Yes. I've got Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 coming in the mail probably in the next couple days here, right? On Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So, yeah, good stuff. Self-reflection, exactly. Self-reflection. Let's see, it's probably what they learned from their dads. Yeah. Yeah. Our generation dads were different too. I love my dad, but that dude didn't know how to deal with all sorts of stuff. That is so true, man. My dad, same thing, man. Like my dad, same thing. I remember one time, I think I burned a hole through my I had like some pants, like some like joggers, and like I kind of burned like a triangle through the iron, and like he like hit me with the iron. He like it wasn't like super hot, but like he like let it cool. Then he just took it. He's like, "Come here," and I'm like, "Yeah." You boom, just hit me like on the shoulder. He's like, "What are you doing? Those are a perfectly good pair of pants you just wasted." I was like, "My bad, man. I didn't put any water. It was too hot. My bad." So like, yeah, sometimes dads, they don't know how to deal with like stuff like that, you know. So. Let's see here. My mom was always at work. She didn't have time to care about her kids. Man, you know what? That's the struggle, bro. Juice, like the struggle with parents, it's like they struggle to work so they can provide, but then where's the time to actually see your kids grow and all that? You know, I got to thank my mom, man. She worked all the time too, but she was always somehow there at the same time, you know? So she tried to do her best of being there. But I mean, I will say that it did come at the cost of like not going to my football games and but I understood that, hey, she needed to be at work. She needed to be providing, you know, so I was never upset, you know, I was never upset or mad. And she also hated football too. Like she hated the contact. She does not like football at all. So I never really like, oh yeah, you know, like, my mom needs to be there. But she was always very supportive though. She's always like, hey, you're doing good. Like, and she'd always look and say, how was the game? And she'd always ask me and like, how did everything go? And all that stuff. And how'd you do? Like, did you do good? And I'm like, yeah, mom, I ran for a touchdown or this and that. So she was always like interested in hearing. Or like, my dad was like, he didn't care. He didn't care like how many touchdowns I scored or what I did or anything like that, you know? So yeah. Given what my dad had to endure growing up, my childhood was pretty great, all things considered. Oh, well, he was really involved. That's good. That's good. I'm happy for that, you know? I'm just happy that I even had my dad there for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like for like a, you know, I'm happy that he was there for, you know, good 13, 14, I think, when he left. So I was happy that I was happy that he even made it to that, to be honest, man. Like, So I'll keep it a buck. I was happy it got that far. But yeah, that's always the balance, man, between like parents that have to work all the time, and then you don't know what they're going through at work. A lot of times there's some stupid stuff, especially back then, man. A lot of BS happened at work back then. I mean, BS happens now, but back in the day, man, like you were working all day for like $3 an hour back then. Like back in our parents' day, like minimum wage was like $2.71 per an hour. It was, I mean, yeah, everything else was cheaper around it, but still, you weren't really making nothing at a lot of these jobs, you know? So this is I care. We all care. Just wait, there's gonna be a thumbnail holding a Mario Galaxy box with the shell captions on the top. Hey, that's fine too. I actually don't mind all like I said, I personally feel, believe it or not, a lot of the negativity is getting people to buy the Switch too. Because a lot of people, like, when you say don't do something, what do? They go out there and do it. So in my opinion, people are just knowing that it's going to do well, so they might as well make as much money off of it as possible by lying and being negative and being crazy and having double standards and all this nonsense. You know, like, there's more negativity surrounding the Switch 2 than the failing Xbox Series, you know? So I think really what it comes down to, there's a lot of people that are seeing, like, people still buying it, seeing the fact that there's games coming out, first party games, Nintendo Directs, and they're like, you know what, maybe I'll check it out. And they check it out and they're like, oh, this is pretty good. You know, so I think it's just really free advertising or free marketing at this point. So yeah. My parents had me when they were 18. Things were tough, but they gave me work ethic. Oof. At 18, so your parents are actually still probably pretty young, right? I mean, damn, they can like hang out with you, honey. They had you when they were 18? Oh yeah, man, that is, ooh. Yeah, that's tough. At 18. I bet your grandparents were pissed, huh? I bet they were pissed. I mean, yeah, I can only imagine. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Welcome to the stream. 100%. Yeah, I can only imagine at 18, man. That is no bueno. That's not fun. People are acting like Switch 2 games make you a bootlicker or a shell. Meanwhile, their favorite Nintendo hate channels are playing the games also worth your money. Yeah, that's the funniest thing. They'll make up all these excuses why they got it. Oh, well, I was in the neighborhood. You know, I was like, I was just taking a whistling, walking by at midnight. Oh, there just happened to be a Switch 2 there. So I was like, you know, why not? You know? Well, they made thousands upon calling it that it's terrible, that it's this, that it sucks, that they're not buying it at launch. They just happen to be in the neighborhood, huh? Huh, Mr. Engineer. What a load of crock. What a load of crock. And I'm not talking about the video game, fam. But yeah, we got people sitting there. I bought it used from someone. Like, okay. And then but you're buying eShop games. You're buying games. So therefore, if you're buying games, eShop games, which those people said they're buying eShop games, that means you're just giving money to Nintendo. So yeah. Said I wasn't gonna get Legends ZA, but I now pre-ordered it. That's what I see on Twitter. I see on Twitter. Oh, you got it. Oh, Mega Evolution's fine. Another! Then all of a sudden, I pre-ordered. One DLC. Oh, well, I bought Sonic DLC. It's okay. I just wanted it all. Oh, well, I bought Zelda DLC day one, so I guess it's okay. Graphics. Oh, well, Sonic's graphics aren't that good. I guess I'll pick it up. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with these people, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is specifically my Kermit and Chewbacca. That's exactly what that is. I practice doing both. You have like Kermit the Frog, but then you also Gosh, Chewbacca. No, that's a Wookiee, though. That's like the Wookiees. Chewbacca's... Oh, God, what was Chewbacca? How's Chewbacca go? I forgot the Chewbacca. I don't know the Chewbacca. I forgot it. But anyway, yeah, it's something like that. Let's see here, bro. Can we talk about the price hypocrites with Sonic Crossworlds people? We already know how it is. We already know how it is. We got these same dudes that were going insane over the prices, and then went out there and dropped $100 for Sonic Crossworlds, or dropped $89 for the digital deluxe, and saying, well, you're too slow. Mario Kart came out a while ago, so that doesn't matter. Like, Sonic fans just seem like people that you would, like, you walk into the classroom and, like, you know the kids that ate glue, and you know the kids that are actually eating their apples and their veggies, and you know the kids that ate glue. There is a separation between the kids that ate glue and ate crayons, and you know that they had, like, a side of crayons, like, with their ham sandwich, compared to the kids that actually ate their vegetables and ate their fruits. And you know, because that's usually how you become, like, a crazy Sonic fan, is that usually it starts with glue, or it starts with a crayon, and you probably either sticking it up your nose or nibbling on it at times, you know? That's usually how it starts from, like, a young age, and then it just devolves from there, and it gets crazier and crazier as you get older and older, you know? More and more delusional. No, I'm just joking, guys. I am joking. I am joking with that. I mean, like, who hasn't bit a crayon or two here in their life, you know? I know some of you guys saw those multi-packs, right? The big 64 colors. I know some of you guys were just like, nobody's around? I know some of y'all did that. There's no way. I seen it. So, we all know. Colored marker greater than glue. Yeah, Psycho Pie. We know you had a few quarts. So yeah, man. People play loose when it's time to be price I'm telling you, man. Everybody's a price advocate until there's a $1,000 PC. You got all these PC people that are going nuts over Steam Decks and stuff like that. You know, $550, $600, $700 Steam Decks, no problem. Nintendo Switch, all of a sudden you're a price advocate. All of a sudden you're anti-game keycard as a digital-only PC player. All of a sudden you have all these things that you're a problem with. All of a sudden, if you buy a Steam Deck and you don't think it's good, you never liked it in the first place, you were this and you were that, you bought something that you just like, you can't, these Steam people, these PC people, they're so elitist in their mind, bro. They're so elitist in their mind, they can't ever think that somebody will try PC and doesn't think it's all that and a bag of chips and an In-N-Out animal fry style bag, or In-N-Out animal fries plus a steak and a ribeye. If you play PC, you have to think it's the greatest thing in the world. It goes with these Sonic price people, these PC price people, these activists. It's the same thing. If you don't think PC or Steam Deck is the greatest thing ever, you never liked it in the first place, you didn't really give it a shot, you're just a shill, you're this and that. But they can hate Nintendo. They can hate whatever they want, and it's logical. It's okay. It's fine. They're not fanboys. They're not crazy. And that type of stuff, I'll smack the I'm good. Gotta calm down. My upbringing. That's the type of stuff that I just say, bro, like, these people are stupid. These people are dumb, bro. Like, they're so stupid. General Zamora with the $2 dono says, you know who sounds like Kermit? Patrick Mahomes. He does sound like Kermit. Let's see here. You're being disingenuous. I am not being disingenuous. Please tell me how I'm being disingenuous. Tell me how I'm being disingenuous. Tell me how. And real quick, this Pablo guy, he's being a complete weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Am I broke? No, I'm not broke. Not broke at all. I've definitely got more than you. Not broke at all. I mean, or is it Paulo? Paulo, I'm pretty sure you're a sock account. Let's check. This man just randomly came to my channel. Let's see. I never seen you before. Let's take a look. Random channel. Nothing on there. made from 2017. Yeah, this is definitely just a backup channel from somebody that I've already banned here. You ain't never been to my stream before, so I'm not even gonna entertain you tonight. I'll go ahead and put you on a 24-hour timeout. I'll see you tomorrow. 24-hour timeout. Not because you said you don't like Nintendo. I don't care if you like Nintendo or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, I mean, some people like things more than I don't care. But you're clearly just a sock account. So come back on your main account, or, you know, or you can pay. I'll take $50 and I'll untime, or I actually know I can't untime you out. But yeah, next time if you want to just argue back and forth with Nintendo or whatever the case is, you got to pay 10 and I'll let you continue arguing or let you saying whatever you want to say. So I'll let you know the rules for next time. Thank you though, Mick Murray, Paulo McMurray. Because it's not every PC fan that thinks that way. I have PC and Steam Deck and Switch too. I didn't say every PC fan, Mossy. That's what I'm saying. Comprehension is important here. All right. I didn't say every PC fan. I said these PC activists, these PC consumer, these consumer awareness guys, these people that don't like Nintendo, never liked Nintendo, never really say that they're evil, they're the worst thing ever. And then when it comes to what they like, when it comes to prices and all that, it's okay because it's PC. I'll give you a perfect example of this. There are a number of PC guys that had an issue with Mario Kart being 80, had an issue with game key cards, had an issue with the Switch 2 pricing, but they are completely fine with Steam Deck being $550 plus tax to $650 plus tax for that system, despite it being weaker than the Nintendo Switch 2. Let me give you another thing here when it comes down to it. This new ROG Ally X or ROG Ally, I don't see them making any type of videos of the rising costs of these handheld PCs. There are these same people, once again, I'm not going to name any names, but you can find them. I do not see them making any videos of drop the price or complaining about the price. They are perfectly fine with PC handhelds being upwards of $1,000 to $1,500. I saw 0 videos on the GPD Win with the highest model being $2,000, does not come with the dock, has an outside external battery, all sorts of weird nonsense. Where are the same PC people that have problems with pricing and with games with that? Because they're perfectly fine with $2,000 handhelds and $1,000 handheld PCs as long as it gives them what they want. And what they want is PC. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about every PC gamer. PsychoPie's a PC gamer, doesn't think that way. There's lots of PC gamers here, and I have no problem with that. I'm talking about these fake activists. That's who I'm talking about. These fake content creators and activists that really all they do is nothing. They don't talk about anything of value. They just sit there and act like they're better than everybody else 24/7 and try to just sit there and clown on people that like Nintendo or people that like Sony or people that like whatever, you know? So yeah. It's hypocrisy, exactly. I'm confused why some people are forced to fully digital library care about game key cards. Exactly. But we have these same people caring about game key cards and having a problem with game key cards, but they're full digital on Steam Deck. They're full digital on PC. What do you care about game key cards for? What do you care about that? All you bought, you don't support physical. You're part of the reason why physical's not here anymore, because you're not supporting physical games. So don't talk to me about what are you upset about. I don't gotta hear nothing from you. Completely hypocritical. OJ, you tinker with this, this, and this, and this, and this. Yo, thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate that. It's weaker, but you actually can utilize the hardware for most games. Like my problem with Switch 2 is you either have to wait, pay, or no upgrade at all. You can utilize the hardware for most games. How do you utilize the hardware for Star Wars Outlaws? Like, don't get me wrong, like, Steam Deck is great. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with it, or you can tinker and you can tweak around with it and all of that, or whatever the case is. But honestly, deadass, I'd rather just pay for it to work normally. You know, I'd rather just do that. I'd rather just pay the upgrade and all of a sudden it works. I don't got to download no emulators. I don't got to tinker with it. I don't got to download updates every single 2 to 3 days. There's new updates, beta programs. You got to tinker with everything with it. Like you said, you got to manually try to fix it. When it talks about Steam Deck verified, right? Is every game that's even Steam Deck verified run like it's supposed to be Steam Deck verified? a lot of games will be Steam Deck verified and not even run properly, which people have complained about. PC gamers that have complained about. Half of my library that I had says not verified on Steam Deck. So it's like, okay, like the text is really small. There's some issues like that. Once again, you can adjust it and do all that, but I'm not adjusting and doing all that for every single game that's not verified. Like, I'm not doing all that. You know what I'd rather just do? I'd rather just play the game. You know, I'd rather just play the game. I'd rather just play it. So yeah, that's me at least. So yeah, Star Wars Outlaws, Persona 5 is better on Steam Deck. Persona 3 Reloaded 60, not 30. And I agree. Once again, that's them not doing a good job of porting over the games. Once there might be performance patches for Persona 5, or there might be a performance patch for Persona 3 Reload, but they should have done a better job with that. Once again, there's also Daemon X Machina, which runs better on Steam Deck. But when the developer actually does a good job and optimizes, it's a better experience on the Switch too. Hands down. And it's easier to dock on the TV, plus take it out. So I'd rather have that ease of access too. I tried the Steam Deck docking. Yes, it worked. Well, not the official Steam Deck dock, but I tried a dock that people told me works with Steam Deck, and it was not seamless. Now, I know that there probably is a way to get it to be seamless, whether you use the official dock or whatever, but it was not a seamless process. So these are the little things that kind of add up that I don't really feel like dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I already played Persona 5 also in 60 FPS on my PS5, so that's another thing. But I get like having it portable would be good for that. Persona 3 Reload as well, having it portable would be good. But here's one issue that I did have with Persona 3 Reload on Steam Deck. It runs at 60 on there, but the problem is that when I wanted to switch it back over to my PC, it would put the settings that were still from my Steam Deck, so it would be kind of jacked up. And then whenever I changed the settings, because my PC's way stronger, I would change it. It would change those back on my Steam Deck. It would have the settings saved. So I didn't know. Maybe there's a way to do it, but I had no idea how to get it to where it would save the settings for when it's on Steam Deck, the Steam Deck settings, when it's on my PC, the PC settings. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it, but it wasn't seamless. I'd have to constantly go in there and change it each time. So to me, that creates an experience where dead ass. I'd rather just play it at 30 if that's the case. Honestly, so yeah, there's a setting in Steam for that. Once again, you've got to tinker with it. You've got to press something. You got to do something instead of it just being like the Switch 2, where it seamlessly transfers over. It's in portable mode. Here's the portable settings. It's in dock mode. Here's the dock mode settings. It's easy. So that's the thing with me. I just don't feel like having a setting for it, like tinkering with everything. Now, once again, doesn't mean it's not for you. Doesn't mean other people can't like that or think that it's better. If you think that it's better, that's completely fine. I have no problem with that. But there's a reason why. I'll just say this. There's a reason why people are buying the Switch 2 at a way faster rate than the Steam Deck. A lot of people see it like I see it. A lot of people don't want to tinker with stuff. They don't want to mess with PC stuff when it comes to a handheld system. They want to have easy pick up and play. They want to at least have some type of option for physical gaming. There is no option for physical gaming on Steam, on Steam Deck. So they want to have at least some type of option, even with this first party or certain third party, or even with game key cards. That gives you another option that's not available there on Steam Deck. So I also will say that I don't really feel like buying all my games all digital and not even having the option maybe for a physical version of the game. So there's a number of different things, a number of different things. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to tinker with all sorts of stuff 24/7. And once again, I want it to be seamless and fast from dock to not. I don't want to have to transfer cloud saves. Like, I don't want to do all that. You got to do all that with Steam Deck, and I don't really feel like doing that, with Steam Deck. So, like I said, if you want to do it, that's fine. You can do it. There's plenty of people that do that. But there's a reason why Switch 2's completely destroying the Steam Deck in sales. There's a reason why Switch 2's outsold all the PC handhelds combined. Most people don't want to do that. Like, I'm just being real, right? We got to look at the proof of what's in the pudding. I can sit here and talk all I want to talk, and I can say everything that I want to say, but if people aren't agreeing with you and are not buying into what you're saying, then it's not happening. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people, like I said, that do that with Steam Deck, but I think most people probably don't want to do all that. That's all I'm trying to say. Most people don't want to do all that. They just want to have a seamless, easy experience where you just pick up and play without the tinkering, and I think that's along with the first party games. People love the first party games. Like, I rather just play on the system that has the first party, like the big first party games coming out consistently, so there's also that as well. So that's my take, at least, so yeah. I mean, sure, but sales don't equal quality. Well, quality is subjective. Your quality of what you think is good with Steam Deck is different, so that's subjective. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going off of is what people like. You got to go off what people like. You can say, oh, well, Toyota's not quality. Okay, that's your opinion, but a lot of people buy Toyota cars. So, you know, so that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you feel is quality, or it's subjective what you think is quality, right? Just like it's subjective what I think is quality. You can say Acura cars aren't good. Well, that's your opinion. A lot of people like Acura. Or you can say Mercedes-Benz is not quality. Okay, well, a lot of people buy Mercedes-Benz. You know, so it's really subjective. You think that it's better quality, that's fine. I don't think so. I think that getting the Switch 2, making it be seamless, making it be easy, coming with the dock, 2 controllers, everything that you need, controllers, cables all hooked up, don't have to transfer back and forth, cloud save profiles, it's on one thing and it's seamless. To me, that's quality in terms of what I'm looking for in today's day. Now, you think differently. You rather tinker. Once again, it's opinions. It's opinions. Everybody has their opinion. But I will say, like I said, but I will say this. Where does it end up in the sales results, right? What do people vibe with? Everybody knows what a Steam Deck is, so why isn't everybody rushing out to go buy one? Well, start looking at the reasons. And this is where I say a lot of the PC guys, you guys' brains start to not compute. This is the area where it starts to go, it starts stuttering, right? Like, where this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the area when you start mentioning these things and the results and people agree. It's like, it's like, this is where you guys start, you know, where the lever starts getting a little bit jammed. You can't understand that. I understand the Tinker Deck. Like, I get it. I get why people like it. But you guys got to also understand and get why someone might not want to do all that. And sometimes for PC gamers, you guys malfunction. There's the word. You guys start malfunctioning in this area. You know what I'm saying? You guys start malfunctioning. Once again, see, like, you're mentioning a bunch of things that a lot of people don't give a shit about. You know? Emulation. No, most people don't care. They'll play Nintendo NSO. They'll play that. They don't have time to sit there and play a bunch of emulated games. They got jobs. They got 9 to 5s. They're going to come home. They got an hour or 2 hours to play at best per night, maybe less. They're not going to sit there and play a bunch of old games that they've already played. I'm telling you, this is where you guys start malfunctioning. You guys don't start listening to what people think. And that's why when people were saying when the Steam Deck was coming out that it was going to blow out the Switch 1 in sales, that's exactly the reason why PC guys, I saw multiple PC guys, your favorite PC guys, sit there and say Steam Deck was going to put a dent into Switch 1. Man, it got Switch 1, opened up the door, busted open Gaben's door, told him to make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Miyamoto put his feet up on the table and said, make me a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, this is where you guys malfunction, okay? I already know what the Steam Deck does. You don't gotta tell me what it does or not. I already know what it does, you know? I'm just telling you why so many people are buying it over Steam Deck. Most people do not care and do not want to take the time to sit there and emulate and tinker with all that crap. It takes too much time. It's not worth your time as an adult. Now, if you're a super enthusiast and you like old stuff and you want it, it's worth your time. But for most people, we've played that, we've been there, we've done that. It's on NSO. If we want to play, if it comes, cool. If it doesn't, it's on our PC, whatever. Most people, it's like, whatever. What are the new games that are coming out? What's the new hype that's coming out? What are the new titles that are going to get me excited? Valve does not have that. What are the new titles built for specifically for Steam Deck? Valve does not make a damn thing. It's not exciting. So these are the reasons why it's getting blown out by Switch 1 and now Switch 2. You know? These are the reasons why it's getting blown out. But once again, a lot of you Steam Deck people, you guys malfunction at this part, and you're malfunctioning right now. You're like, you keep on going back and forth. You're malfunctioning right now, but that's okay. It's okay. It's no big deal. Like I said, I've already stated, I don't care if you like the Steam Deck more. Nobody cares. You like the Steam Deck more people like the Switch 2 more than Steam Deck. Clearly, more people like the Switch 1. Switch 1 is a fraction of the power. It absolutely destroyed the Steam Deck in sales. More people like Switch 1 than Steam Deck. Like, it doesn't matter what people like more, or it doesn't matter what you or I like more. I'm just simply explaining to you why it's getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I'm explaining to you why it's getting destroyed, you know? That's it. You're malfunctioning because you keep on bringing up stuff here when I'm trying to explain to you the discrepancy and disparity. We already know all that, Mossy. You've already done this. This is like, I think, the second or third time that you've brought this up, and we've already had this same exact argument. This is the malfunction part. Trust me, when I go to other people's streams, I don't explain why I like Switch 2 more than they like Xbox or PlayStation. I just sit down and watch. Trust me, and I've been in other streams before. I do not explain why, and I don't argue back and forth why I think Switch 2 is better. If the person that I'm watching, like Marlin Gaming Nation, likes PS5 more than Switch 2, I say, okay, that's fine. I say, okay, that's fine. And that's that. There's nothing more to add, you know? I don't need to explain myself. Because I've heard him say, oh, well, PS5 does, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. That's why you're malfunctioning. There's no need to do all this. There's zero need to do all this. Zero, you know? But like I said, when I go to other streams of people that are into PlayStation or Xbox, I go to the Xbox 2 podcast. They take shots all the time about how bad Nintendo is, how bad the Switch 1 was, and this and that. I don't say anything. I just say, okay, that's okay. That's why I say you're malfunctioning. PC guys can't let it slide. They can't let this slide. They can't. They won't let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like that their system. They won't let it go. They have to tell you why. They have to bring up the same talking points that we've already heard, you know, that we already know over and over and like the same things. Like that's what I'm saying. The malfunctioning part. It's like repeating that we know. Emulation. We know. Tinker. We know. You know, like, we know why. And the funniest thing is, the other day, when I talked about this on Twitter, I said that one of the biggest reasons why people really hype up the Steam Deck more than what even the sales are is because of emulation. And someone was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is, because that's what people bring up every single time is emulation. Every single time. And again, you know? So yeah. Like I said, once again, I already explained myself, Mossy. I said, we know. This is not the first time you've done this. We know why. We know. We know. Playing old games, tinkering, you know what I'm saying? We know. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's see here. I would like to hear the reasons PS fans bring up why Switch 1 sold as well as it did. Why Switch 1 sold as well as it did? The reasons why. A lot of people say it's because of like it's a handheld. That's the reason why that I hear it a lot. Let's keep it 100. When they say emulation, they mean pirating. I mean, at this point, it's like whatever. Emulation, pirating, whatever, you know. Justin with the 3.
By the way, emulation people, are you dumping those ROMs yourself? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Tears of joy, lol.
I don't care about the whole emulation versus piracy thing when it comes to old games. Honestly, I don't really care too much because it's like, whatever. A lot of these people are just doing that, not because they're gonna play all of it, just because they can. That's really what it comes down to. But most adults with 9-to-5 jobs do not have the time to sit there and play 5 billion old emulation games. They just do it because it sounds cool. Not because they're going to sit there and play through all that, because they don't have time. There's no way that you have time to play through all those old games. No way that you have time to play new games, your backlog. So it's just a thing to be set online to say, look what I can do. Most of the people aren't playing that crap. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real. They don't have time. You got to work. If you're at work 8 hours in the day, are you really going to come home and just play emulation all night? And then tomorrow, the next, like, you're going to play a couple things here and there, and then you're probably never going to play. You're not going to play half the crap you download, you know? It's just, once again, it's just a thing just to say it can do it. So yeah. Thank you for the 3, though, Justin. I appreciate that. Shout out to Dean with the $. Says, hello, OJ. Hello from Japan, OJ. It's nice to hear you double standards being called out. I prefer true physical as well, but I think one benefit of Game Key Card is that I can buy a game outside of the eShop. It's pretty important. I mean, it's a nice option. Obviously, it'd be great if there was just all regular, normal physical. But yeah, I guess it's better than not having the option at all. Not if you play while you're at work. Yeah, good luck keeping your job if you're playing while you're at work. Facts. I worked 10, sometimes 12 hours a day, barely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get home, half the time you don't even want to play nothing. You just want to sit back and watch a stream, right? Or maybe you want to kick back and just eat something. You know, you're tired, man. You're out. I mean, I know you're installing cable all day. Like, you're tired, man. You don't got time to say you're emulation and tinkering with things 24/7. And I think that's where a lot of PC people do not understand why Steam Deck doesn't do so well, or why PC handhelds get absolutely obliterated. Literally, like, look at, like I said, go on some of these channels and look at what they say. You would think that the Switch 2 is the worst thing ever in their life. Not that you can't like something more than it, but look at what some of these people are saying. And then when you try to explain to them this, what are they going to call you? Shill, fanboy. They're just going to call you names because they have no real answer to it. Because they like tinkering and they like messing with things and they like transferring and they like it to be whatever, complex. Whereas a lot of people just don't care. Just want to play the game. Some people don't even realize what 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second is. Some people can't even tell. Not saying that there's not a difference, but I'm just saying, like, so that's the difference. And that, to me, that's one of the biggest reasons why. And I would say third party or first party support. A lot of hardcore PC people do not understand. And I'm not saying you, Mossy, you're fine. You're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get you. Like I said, this is not the first time that we've had this conversation, so you're good. But a lot of PC people do not understand how valuable first party is. They literally think that it's trash, that it's not good. So they think that something's not going to do well. Who cares, you know, if it has it or not? Remember the Wii U? I think that's what they always bring up. And they end up always being wrong. Like, literally almost always being wrong. Hey, what's up, Pap Z? Hey, what's up, Paul Gale? Shoutouts. Surprised how triggered Steam Deck base got when the Switch 2 released. The funniest thing is that they will say vice versa. The Nintendo fan base is bad and this and that. And I guess that there's definitely some bad on both sides for sure. There's definitely some bad on both sides. But I think if you look at it overall, like when you're like the underdog or when you're like getting like your teeth kicked in, like the Steam Deck is compared to Switch 1. Remember, a lot of people thought that Steam Deck was going to come in and do some damage, right? Remember, Steam Deck came out in what, 2021, 2022? That Switch 2 was not at 150 million units, right? People thought it was going to come in and really take some big market share. Man, it got absolutely obliterated. Switch 1 still to this day sells more. You know, the Switch OLED absolutely crushed the Steam Deck in sales. Not even close, right? Not even close. Hell, you can just take the Japanese sales by itself. With just the Switch OLED by itself in Japan has sold significantly more than the total overall of the Steam Deck. Not even close. Once again, like, we can look at the Switch OLED sales, right? Just that model by itself has outsold Steam Deck and PC Portable multiple times over in one region. But remember, you had these guys that came out here saying that it's going to do this and it was going to do that, it was going to do this and it was going to do that, and it didn't do any of that. Now, did they like it? Absolutely. Is it a great system? Sure, for people that want that, or for whatever the case is. But when people don't realize and don't understand why something's doing well, they don't want to understand it because it's for their channels. If you understand what's going on and you're more tolerant to it, you almost seem like, oh man, you're not fighting the good fight against the evil empire. And that's how a lot of these people think. They think that PC is some type of neutralist platform, that's some type of you know, where there is nothing, that it's just for everybody. It's just nobody's making any money off it. It's just the third-party developers. It's all just open. It's like, no, Gaben's making them all the money off of it. Gaben is the billionaire. Gaben's the guy who's worth $11 billion. You're giving all your money mostly to him. He takes 30% of all those sales, okay? 30%. There's a lot of sales on Steam. He takes 30% of those. So no, Gaben, if Gaben was not greedy, if Gaben was just like, if he was someone that was truly a Robin Hood, you know, he would take maybe like 5%. Why doesn't he take 5% of the sales? Steam does not have that many employees. They can staff themselves by taking much lower than 30% of all the third-party game sales, in my opinion. They only have, what, 400 employees or something like that? You can easily, considering how many monthly users that they have on Steam, there's like millions upon millions. You could easily take less than that and be completely fully staffed and make plenty of money. You don't need to take 30% of the sales. So if, in my opinion, if Gaben was truly a man of the people and a man of the developers as well, he would absolutely take less. They would not take 30%. They would take less than that. Why would they do what greedy Microsoft, Sony, and PlayStation do? Why are you stooping down to their levels of taking 30% of the revenue from all game sales? Maybe you should take 20 or 10 or 15. I know Epic Game Store takes less, so maybe they should take. He should take less, like Epic Game Store takes. What does Epic Game Store split? Let me double check. Epic Game Store revenue share. So yeah, the revenue share. Developers to keep 100% of the first 1 million in net revenue per Epic Game Store payment processed. And then after that, it'll revert to an 80 to 12%. 12%. Epic Game Store takes 12%. Why isn't Gaben? Why isn't Valve the good for the developers, for everybody? Why aren't they taking 12% like Epic Game Store? Why are they being so greedy? Oh my goodness. Oh my, why are they being so greedy like Nintendo and Microsoft and Sony and taking such a big chunk from these poor, struggling developers? I think they should be like Epic Game Store, and they should take less, in my opinion. I think they should take 12%. And they get 100% of up to the first million? Bro, come on now. Seems like greed to me. Seems like a lot of greed to me, man. It really does. Shout outs to Vadset, man. I appreciate that. Millions of Steam users have access to buy Steam Deck, so I wonder why we haven't seen more buy a console at this point. I don't know. I think Epic Game Store makes up lesser percentage of cost by having lucrative engine that they charge a lot of developers for using. Absolutely. There's all sorts of ways that they tinker around with this. Epic makes tons of money off of Fortnite too. So obviously Valve isn't going to have the same. I mean, Valve does have their Source engine or whatever, but that's clearly not the same money-making factor as what's it called? As Valve, or sorry, as Epic. So yeah. I'm actually just trolling though. I'm actually just trolling, guys. I'm not like, well, everything that I said was serious in terms of, it was factual with what I said, but what I'm trying to get at here, what I like to joke around with is that people that, like I said, it's okay to speak negatively. You can say whatever you want, right? And not be considered this or that when it comes to Nintendo. But if you say anything about PC, like I said, the malfunctioning starts, you know? The malfunctioning starts. And like I said, I didn't even say anything super negative about Steam Deck. I just said I don't like the tinker and all that, you know? See, Wii U trounced Steam Deck in hardware sales. It did. Epic also gives great deal on the use of Unreal to developers. I don't know the deal with Unreal to developers. I have no idea what the deal is for that. Like, I don't know what it is, you know, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure it's an okay deal based off of you know, whatever. So yeah. Shout outs to Justin and Caitlin. 180 on the combo board. I think we should get to Q&A. Random Q&A. Questions and answers. So if you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at Players. It's hashtag Players. This has been an incredible stream. 180 on the board. We are only 20 combos away from a double platinum. And that would bring out the Buster Sword for another time. Cloud in the house. So I appreciate that. No, OJ. Don't take the 12%. They take 12% for charity. Oh, you Nintendo shill. PC is love. PC is life. If I remember right, Epic only takes 12% in the industry standard. Yes. Epic takes 12. That's because nobody's on the Epic Game Store. They're desperate to get people to go over to the Epic Game Store. So they got to offer those deals in order to even get developers to say, okay, I'm going to support that, you know? So it makes sense. What's also crazy, people get mad when games don't come to Steam. Only want Steam. That smells like a monopoly. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do get really upset with that. Yeah, you're right. Ready for the Smash Bros. Arc to return in 2026? I am. Party Man, I don't know. Check me on that tag to see if that guy's responded, to see if he's going to play. He's going to put his friend code there. So I don't know if, can you check? It's on the post of mine where I talk about Phil Spencer getting rid of the brokies that are using Microsoft points to sham out Game Pass subs. Phil Spencer said, enough of you brokies. He's calling you guys broke that do that, by the way. That's not my words. That's me putting words in Phil Spencer's mouth. But I'm not even metaphorically. I am translating what Phil Spencer really was trying to tell you guys with that. So yeah. So wait, the industry standards is 30%. I didn't know that. Yes, everything's 30%. Yeah, except for Epic Game Store. I don't know what GOG is or anything like that, but I know Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo all take 30%, and Valve, Steam takes 30%. Also, YouTube takes 30% too. So it's also my standard for Super Chat. If you use Super Chat, YouTube takes 30% of that too, which is once again, beggars can't be choosers. So I mean, I don't mind either way. I appreciate anybody that does support, man. You know, I don't see a code or a post from him yet. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's all good. Let's see if he actually comes through. So let's see if he actually comes through. But no, yeah, Mossy's cool though, guys. Mossy's cool. He's a good dude. He has everything. Once again, I understand why for like to say some good things now, right? About Steam after all that. I can understand like the tinkering. I can understand like, you know, getting the you know, like modifying things, like, you know, like you said, like Persona run at 60, you don't got to worry about them having to have a performance, you can do it yourself. All the different like you know, different apps and things like that. It's pretty cool if you're willing to invest your time. You know, if you invest your time, you get a lot out of it, you know. So there's also that. My problem is that I'm stupid. You know, that's my my problem is that I'm just like, I think as I've gotten older, I've gotten less and less patient for like certain things. I think that's my problem. And the Switch 1 was a problem for me because it made things incredibly basic and simple, even more simple and basic than the freaking Wii U, you know? Maybe not quite as simple as the Wii, but even as simple as like simpler than the Wii U in terms of stuff. So for me, I just all of a sudden got into like a lazy mindset, and like I had kids. I think if I didn't have kids and if I didn't have a wife and like all I did was this, you know, like I'd probably be into it way more. I'd probably do like all the PC and emulation, and because I'd have more time, you know. I'd have way more, because I used to have more time. Like back in the day, I used to just play video games all day. Like I used to just go work out, exercise, train for football. Then I just play video games, man. Like it was fun. And I have no responsibility outside of school or outside of just work, right? So it's like fun. But like now it's like with kids, with wife, with house, like gotta call plumbers, gotta put together stuff, man. It's like, bro, I don't got time to do all that. I don't really feel like doing all that stuff, you know? So I'm stupid when it comes to that. Like I don't even want to learn, you know? Like I don't feel like learning. Like I remember like they're like, oh, what was it that I wanted to install? I wanted to install, God, I forgot what it was on Steam Deck. When I had my Steam Deck, I forgot what it was that I wanted to install, like some type of app or some type of thing to do something. Like they're like, all right, first go download the Proton download from this site, and I was like, I'm out. I just turned off the Steam Deck. I just turned it off, and I just turned on my PC and played Persona 3 Real. I said I'm out. And I remember, bro, I told you guys about this, like the ROG Ally. I had the ROG Ally. It said import from PC. I said, okay. And all of a sudden, it started taking its time, started importing. I had a bunch of little yellow or a bunch of little white, you know, like when you, like those little white papers that are apps on my ROG Ally, and I had to freaking move, you know, the control, like to navigate it. It was like a PC, but I was controlling it like a handheld. I'm like, bro, this is, I cut it off. I wiped it, cut it off, returned it to Best Buy like that same night, bro. I didn't even wait. I didn't even wait, bro. I didn't even wait for it. But I forgot what I was downloading. It was something for, I don't remember what it was. I forgot what it was, like that I was downloading for something. But like with the ROG Ally, I started seeing all the importing PC. And it was like the same crap that I was on my desktop was on there, but like in way lower resolution and like with little paper. And I'm like, dude, what is this a video game system? This is I said I'm out. This was before the Switch 2 came out. This was before, and I got the Steam Deck before the Switch 2 came out, obviously. So I was like, I'm out. And then when I said I'm stupid, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I cut it off, wiped it, turned it back. They're like, is anything wrong with that? I'm like, no, nothing's wrong with it. I said, it's just, literally, this is my words. It's just trash. That was my, that was my exact words. Nothing wrong with it. It's just trash. They're like, trash? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, trash. He's like, oh, you didn't like it? I'm like, yeah, I didn't like it. And he's like, okay, that's cool. Took it back. I'm like, give me my $500. Give me my $500 back. And that's when I said I'm never. And I think I bought the ROG Ally first, and then I was like, okay. I went and did some more research, and then I'm like, they're like, yeah, buy Steam Deck. It's a lot better gaming experience. So then I'm like, okay, I bought a Steam Deck OLED. And I bought the Steam Deck OLED, and like, yeah, at first, like I said, it was cool. It was like, I was enjoying it. But then, like I said, the tinkering started to come up a bit. But yeah, it's still a dope device. And I sold it to someone that actually was excited to get it. Like, he was super excited that he got a deal on it. You know, I think he got it for like 400 something. Those things are like, and like, it's like brand new. I barely used it. I think I used it for about maybe, I put 30 hours into Persona 3 Reload. I put Palworld never worked for me. And yes, it never worked for me before some weirdos clip this and say, look, look, it works for me. Like, before some idiot does that. When I play Palworld, at the time that it came out, it didn't work on my Steam Deck, okay? So, it didn't. So I just want to make sure that I just say that. Because at the time that I played it, Palworld, not working, Steam Deck. I played it in 2024, and there were clearly people that also had issues playing Palworld a year ago. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I point this out. Palworld on Steam Deck not booting up. I fixed the issue both this day's reinstalling. I tried clearing the catch shader, verifying intent. Look at all this crap. Okay, if reinstalling, installing, clearing shader, catch, verifying integrity. This is what got me to stop, to get rid of my Steam Deck. Because this is the type of stuff that I had to deal with. Catch, shader, verifying integrity, point Dexter's lab type of nonsense, okay? So I just want to make sure that I put this out there, that there was people out there that had issues with having problems with Palworld not booting up, okay? Okay, so yes, some people, essential mods, maybe, like, once again, there were other people that were having issues with Palworld. It wasn't just me. So I want to make sure I just put that out there, okay? Before I got some weirdos acting like people don't have issues booting up games on PC sometimes. So anyway, will you buy Fortune's Weave Amiibo? Probably. So I'm playing Mario Galaxy 2 on my Steam Deck 4K. Enjoy it, man. Have fun. But Steam Deck doesn't run games in 4K. I just want to. The screen's 800p, if I'm not correct, right? 800p or a little bit above 810p. So it doesn't actually play it in 4K, but it's okay. 4K can be in your imagination when you're playing on the screen. It can be your imagination, but I feel you. Let's see here. OJ, I got hit with that Pokemon ban before the. Yes, got hit with it. Power doesn't even work now. Let's see here. Power doesn't even work now. There's a new memory leaks with the game that dips to 12 FPS with gliding and 25 FPS normal gameplay. Looks legit like an N64 game. Well, there you go. Some people say that it works fine. Some people don't. That's all the issues that happens like with it. I didn't feel like dealing with all that. Once again, you know, I'd rather just not play. I'd rather just play something else, you know? Like, if that's going to be what I have to go through, I have to wait for Proton verifications and Valve verify shader catches and integrities. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. The game's not that great. I can just play something else. I can just play. I don't actually have to play Palworld. It ain't that great, you know? So yeah. I was like that when I tried Monster Hunter Wilds on the deck. It barely. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds on the deck. Yeah, it barely could run. Had to turn the graphics down to very low resolution. Game's still constantly. I mean, that game's not well optimized at all. And yeah, trying to play that on a deck. I mean, that's probably not a great experience. Hey, what's up, Gloria? Welcome to the stream, young lady. Let's see here. I played Doom on my graphing calculator in 4K. 4K graphing calculator? That sounds awesome, man. I doubt even with the dock it would go to 4K. Yeah, probably not. But I mean, like I said, it's all good. This man said I'm playing Mario Galaxy 2 on my Steam Deck in 4K. My brother. Let me. We gotta do it to you, man. I'm sorry. At least every now and then we gotta do it to you, brother. We gotta do it to you, man. We gotta do it to you. You know?
I get you, OJ. I want to play games too, and I don't got the time to do all that ish myself, and I'm a software engineer.
Yeah?
Just pay me my engineer salary if you want me to go through that torture loudly crying.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Super Chris Merle. Thank you for the $3 dono, but we gotta do this to you, brother. That game ain't in 4K on your Steam Deck, fam. I mean, we gotta do gotta let you know, man, that it's not happening. So yeah. That's not happening, man. It ain't happening. But it's okay. I feel you though. We're with you in spirit. Let's see here. OJ, Steam Deck's good for playing games that haven't been patched yet for Switch 2 at higher frame rates. Sure, absolutely. Go ahead. I'll let you take care of that. I got Hades 2 right now, so I can play that while you guys play it on your Steam Deck until the patch comes out. I'll be good. I can play something else. I got more games than I even could imagine that play great on Switch 2. I don't need to play something to have like a secondary system that plays it at a Steam Deck, that plays it at a higher frame rate. Well, if they get it, who knows if they're even gonna get a patch? Who knows if Persona or some of these games, they might not even ever get patches. I've already beat Persona 3 multiple times. I've already beat Persona 5. I don't need to play it. I can play something else. Like even like Daemon X Machina, trash Switch 2 version. I don't gotta play that game. Like, I can play Hades. I can play Trails in the Sky. I can play Mario Galaxy coming out. I can play a million. Like, dude, I can play Digimon. I can play Digimon on my PS5. I can play a million other things. So the thing about me, guys, is I don't need on demand. Like I need to play Persona 5 in 60 frames. Like I don't have to. You know, like I can play something else. Like if it's not up to snuff on what I want to play it on, I don't need to make a big. I don't need to stomp my feet and go on streams and get upset. No, I just play something else. It's as simple as that. Like I'm not there's only a few games, and I know that you're just saying. I know what you're saying, King 94. I'm just giving you guys some entertainment here. Okay. There's only a few games that I'm beholden to, that I have to play. And that's like Monolith Soft and like Big Zelda, Big 3D Mario, Super Smash Brothers. There's only a small select handful of games that I'm like, okay, like I gotta get this done. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, no matter how it is. There's not a lot though. So if a game doesn't run great on Switch 2 right now, or if there's no patch or whatever old game, okay, that's fine by me. I don't gotta play that. I can play something else. Once again, Hades 2 is one of those games that you can just play for forever almost, it seems like. So I got plenty, you know? I think Hades 2 is fine on Steam Deck. Is it 120 on Switch 2? It's 120 docked, yeah. But I rather just play. I had Hades 2 when it came out on Steam Deck. I had it and I played it on there. But I think the biggest problem for me when it comes to Hades 2 Steam Deck is that the Steam Deck is just big, and I have big hands, so I do like a big hand up. But I'm just not a fan of those big old track pads on there too. I'm not a fan of those track pads. I don't like them. I think it just makes the system look massive for no reason. And once again, I'd rather have the seamless docking to where I can easily play Hades 2 docked quickly, like just like that on my TV. I can dock it, boom, on the TV. I can play it handheld. But I actually put a lot of time into Hades 2 handheld on Steam Deck, and it works great. It runs great. It looks great. But the Switch 2 screen is, in terms of like the resolution, is higher resolution, but not by much. Yeah, I rather just play it on there. Play it on, and that's when I kind of knew. Like I played it on Steam Deck, and I was like, okay, this is all right. But it's probably going to be on Switch 2 and, you know, whatever, right? But no, it's great on Steam Deck too. But for me, it's just those big old trackpads. I don't need them, you know. I don't need trackpads for any games that I play. So there's also kind of like a lot of wasted space on there too with the system. But no, it's still good though for the games that use it. You know, if you need it, once again, like it's not for me. It's not for console gamers. It's for PC gamers trying to get like a console handheld like experience on the go, but still have all the functionality of a PC. So, you know, so that's what it's for, and it does a good job at doing that. You know. This is for me. My PC is my Steam Deck dock. Yeah, but it takes time. You still got to say, okay, let me hold up. Let me put the cloud save and then turn on the PC. Then you got to go to it on there. Then sync up the cloud save. For me, it's just take the Switch 2, you put it in the dock, and it instantly goes there. Boom, you can play. It's so much better than because I did that because I actually streamed Hades 2. You can go watch my stream if you want. I streamed Hades 2, and then right after I was done, I played it on my Steam Deck after I finished the stream, like after I was streaming it. And like, yeah, that process, like I said, it didn't take long, but it wasn't seamless. It wasn't like instant. Like, so for me, nah, takes too long. I'm too lazy and it takes too long. That's the problem, is that I'm lazy as hell. And also another thing is I don't want to sit at my damn desk. Another problem that I have, I don't want to sit at my desk. I sit at my desk all day. I'm always editing at my desk. I want to be able to take my I have a dock in multiple rooms. I want to be able to take my Switch 2 and put it in whatever room I want very easily. I got my dock here on my TV. Very easy to play it on my TV. Very easy to pick it up and go to my son's room and play it on there. I don't want to have to be stuck inside this freaking room all day, you know? So that's another issue for me, at least. I want to have it on multiple TVs and not have it to regulate it to my freaking monitor. But I know some people don't care. They're in their game rooms. That's where they play all their games. They don't play outside of it, so it makes sense. But for me, I want to have it on my regular TV too, you know. Yo, shout outs to let's see here. Shout outs to Gloria with the $10 and says about to have dinner, so here's some coffee or tea money. Ooh, coffee. Thank you, Gloria. I'm gonna go get some coffee tomorrow morning with my wife. I'm gonna go get some coffee with her. Thank you so much with the $10. At least I can pay for mine. I'll make her pay for hers at least. My favorite, you guys want to know what the OJ order is at Starbucks? You guys want to know the OJ order? So you guys can go say, ask for the OJ, you know, and they won't know who you're talking about, but you can tell them this is the OJ order. So when you go there next time, they'll start getting used to it. So here's the OJ order. It's usually the small size. I don't drink the big size. It's the small size, Gloria, shout outs. It's a caramel frappuccino with almond milk and a no whipped cream. That is the OJ order. That is the OJ Starbucks order. Caramel frappuccino, almond milk, no whipped cream. Fantastic. Fantastic. So good. So good. It has a little caramel at the top. Nice and icy. It's very good stuff. So yeah. I can't drink coffee. It makes me sick whenever I do. It's not really a coffee. It's a caramel frappuccino. It's a frappuccino. You know? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Caramel frappuccino, almond milk. Because you gotta get the almond milk. You can't get the regular milk because the regular milk's gonna make you gassy. Unless you know, if you're like me. A lot of you guys aren't like me, so it's not. So get the caramel frappuccino, almond milk. You know, and no whipped cream. Good stuff. 3D Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury patch out now. It's probably just bug fixes because the game already runs perfect, so there's probably ain't anything substantial. So yeah, probably ain't anything substantial. Yeah, just it's probably nothing. Patch notes, yeah, just several improved gameplay. There's nothing. What I figured. So yeah, several issues have been addressed to improve gameplay experience. There's nothing. It's probably some rare thing, like if you jump with Cat Mario, spin around and fart in your room, all of a sudden like the game crashes or something like that. Something weird. So yeah. Shout outs to the Ports of with the $5 dono and says, just don't ask for the OJ order while wearing a glove that is just slightly too small in one hand. Yeah, don't ask for that. You might get the cops called on you. You might and a civil lawsuit. You know? So yeah, don't do that. Shoutouts. Thank you for the combo break. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Big love to my man Deported Sicilian with the $5 dono. Then also Zoo with the $5 dono as well. Big love, Zoo.
My advice to devs. If your game cannot fit on a 60GB cart,
64.
you're overshooting your market and doing it very wrong. My advice? Quit being such freaks and connect with normal society. Minecraft and Fortnite, Mario, ECT all outperform your AAA trash.
It's easy to say that, and I understand where you're coming from, you know, Zoo. But like, honestly, I really want there to be a variety of different types of games that use different types of technologies and use different types of things. So I don't want developers to just try to make things that are like Mario or try to make things that are like my simplest. I do want some developers that are going above and beyond, like trying to go, you know,
Even further
I want some developers going even further than beyond and trying to push things a bit. Now, should they go to the point of no return? No. And I think Square Enix got a big reality check of like, hey, we need to maybe do things a little bit differently going forward, right? They need to regulate. But I don't want developers to just say, hey, we're all going to dumb everything down or everything's going to be like this. I do want them to, some of them to kind of say, hey, look, we're going to try something kind of crazy here, you know? Because I think that there's room for everything. In terms of a 64GB cart, as someone who's a content creator myself, like, I see where they're coming from, but of course I want everything to be on cart. But I see where they're coming from. Once again, I'll make one video, like some of my videos that are like an hour long, right? And I compress, I do everything that I can. I don't have the same type of audio quality and video quality and all of that as some of these developers. And mine can be like 3, 4, 5 gigs of data. And that's not even a video game. So I can understand where some of them are coming from, Zoo. Like, I get where some of them are coming from, where they do. I mean, look, the file size is going to be the file size. I mean, same thing with movies, right? Movies, you know, in terms of like a big movie that you're producing or whatever, file size is going to be pretty big for some of these movies, right? So it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing here. But I get what you're saying. But you know, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, man, that's 44 gigabytes. If that had more audio in it, more dialogue, if that had a bit more graphics or textures or something, it could be more. But I do want developers to try out and do different things. I don't want every developer, you know, if their game needs to be bigger than 60 gigabytes because they want to have a certain look or they want to have a certain style, I don't want them to say, let's not do that because we can't, you know, or to degrade the quality of the audio or whatever. So that's just my own personal opinion. Now, if they can get it done, yes, take that option to get it done. You know, take that option to get it done. But if they can't, then they can't. Then you know, then what do you do? You know, but I don't think that they're overshooting. I think that there's a market for big high-end AAA games, and there's a market for, you know, stuff like Minecraft and Mario and all that. We need to have a good variety of stuff. We can't have all developers gunning for the same spot, and otherwise that we'd be in trouble with that. There'd be too many developers doing the same thing, you know. So. But yeah, I think that the quadruple A area, yeah, we don't need that. We don't need Skull and Bones. I'll say that is an overshoot. Skull and Bones, that is an overshoot. I will agree with that. But I mean, a lot of games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Intergrade, like, I mean, they include all the content with it, right? So they include the Intergrade part. What are they going to do with that? They have Intergrade in there. They have the regular one. They have a certain game streaming, or their system works a certain way. If you take that out, or if you try to cram it into 64 gigabyte cartridge, it's going to create a subpar product, or it's going to create a product that's not as good. And people are going to be like, well, I don't like it because it's not as good as this. Like, I'm not going to buy it. So if you try to put out one fire, another fire starts somewhere else because of a cartridge, right? So, or if you're like Star Wars Outlaws developers, it was made for SSDs. Like, there's nothing that they can do. The Switch 2, like, there's nothing they can do about it, you know? Like, the Snowdrop engine in particular, for loading assets fastly in an open world game, it runs off SSD. It does not run off of the slower media, cartridge media. So nothing they can do with that one, you know? So yeah, the whole EA deal is just so dumb. Now we are going to be probably seeing more layoffs. Yes, that is true. Age of Imprisonment is one of those must buys for me. It is a must buy for me too as well. It's over for physical on Switch 2. It's over. There are only 2 Switch 2 only third-party games on card. There are only 2 Switch 2 only oh my god. There are only 2 Switch 2 only games on card. Only Switch 2. What is only Switch 2? What does that mean? Like, it's not on Other systems, it's a Switch 2 exclusive. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean by that? So 3 getting any nickels. So is 3 getting any nickels from mines as well? Then 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3. Well, yeah, we don't really know about that game yet. Two Switch games that aren't Switch 2 editions. Third party? Only 2? No, there's more. There's more than 2. Like, because like that's just, I don't know what you only Switch. Like, what do you mean by that? Like Cyberpunk, that's a Switch 2 game that's on cart, but that's also on Xbox and PlayStation. Like Fantasy Life, that's also on cart, but that's also on Xbox and PlayStation, but not physical. Like Rune Factory, that's a Switch 1 slash. So you mean no Switch 1/2? Daemon X Machina, that's not a Switch 1/Switch 2 game. So that's 3 right there that I just named. Cyberpunk and Daemon. Okay, what about Fantasy Life? Did you miss Fantasy Life? That's not a. I don't think that's not a combo cart, is it? I don't know though. I think that's just a Switch 2 edition because there's a Switch 1 game. So yeah. Everything's full on card, Switch 2 games. Okay, full on card. Okay, so I think Yooka-Laylee is also that's not a Switch 1 game as well. So I think Yooka-Laylee, that's so there's more. Basically, there's more than 2. There's definitely more than 2. There's not a lot, but there's more than 2. There's more than 2. That's non-Switch 2 editions. Okay, so yeah, Fantasy Life, Cyberpunk, Daemon X Machina. There's also that Grand Bazaar game. I don't think that's a Switch 1 game as well. It might or might not be, but that Grand Bazaar game from Rune Factory as well. I think that game as well. So there's 4. There might be a couple more that I'm missing. Somebody in the chat, let me know. So yeah, I don't think he's talking about first-party games. He's talking about third-party games. But I'm telling you, Air Riders is going to be good. You're going to be surprised about how good Air Riders is. You keep on thinking just GameCube. This is not the GameCube. You're going to be surprised when people actually buy that game. Watch. Let's see here. Deported with the $2 says, can Steam Hades 2 save be imported to Switch 2? Yes, it has cloud saves across all platforms. I think so, yeah. Because I saw the cloud save option on my Switch 2, so I'm pretty sure those cloud saves are cross saves and all that stuff. Yeah. Hades 2 will be physical. Yeah, but Hades 2 is a Switch 1 and Switch 2 game. It's a combo cart. So I think in order for him to make his point, he has to exclude Switch 1 and Switch 2 games on combo carts for some reason. So whatever. But even if you did do that, there's more than 2. Another argument I'll see PC guys is clowning on key cards, but I've never had a problem with owning digital game long-term Nintendo. Yeah, people do that, and it's weird because PC's all digital in the first place. Shout out to the Deporter. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate that, man. On the side, I'm thinking it's gonna be Kirby Air Riders. More I think about it, I'm pretty sure. Wait, hold up. On the side, I'm thinking I'm gonna like Kirby Air Riders more than I think I will. Not sure why, but I feel like it's gonna surprise me in a good way. I think it's actually gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I don't think the game is gonna be like a 9 out of 10 Metacritic, but I think it's gonna be like a mid 70s, maybe 70s. It's gonna be like a cool game just to play with the homies, play with just like I said, just play with family and friends. Also, I think there's gonna be an adventure mode, so I think that might be pretty cool. But I'm guessing it's gonna be like a 70 something Metacritic. It's like a cool little game, like I said, not anything crazy overall, but a dope game that fans are gonna like. Fans of Kirby Air Ride are gonna like, and even people that try out for the first time, you know. So, Hades 2 works on Switch 1 as well. It does, yeah. It's a combo cart, yeah. Grand Bazaar is all on cart. Switch 2, yeah. There you go. So Grand Bazaar. So that's more than 2 games. We already named more than 2 games. So I mean, I see what Felipe was trying to say, but there's more than 2 games. In terms of third party, there's more than 2. Doesn't seem like it though. It seems like there's just really Cyberpunk and, you know, Daemon X Machina. But no, Grand Bazaar is also on there. And if, like I said, if you count combo carts like Switch 1 and Switch 2 without a patch, that's just, you know, combo cart. There's more. There's Rune Factory and there's other games coming. Says you're not gonna sell hardware with GameCube Bomba Bin titles. We'll see about that, man. I don't know. We'll see about that. Let's see when Kirby Air Riders
I won't
comes
stand
out.
for the Air Riders bashing. The game won't affect you or hurt you flipping the switch.
Well, no, look, there's no point in talking. It's coming out soon. It's coming out in a month. It'll be out next month. We're already in October, so it'll be out November 20th. We're gonna get the Japanese sales, okay? We're gonna get the Media Create sale, or not the Media Create. We're gonna get the Famitsu sales for when the Kirby Air Riders launches. If the sales are trash around that time period and there wasn't any type of momentum sustained, or if the sales were low, we'll know. So we'll see the sales of the game, and we'll see the sales of the system, and we'll be able to say, "Yep, that was not good. People didn't care," or we'll be able to see if people cared. So there's no point right now. We'll see what happens. So it's coming out soon. So we'll find out. We'll find out very soon. We'll find out very soon if it's Bomba Bin and nobody wants it, or if it actually ends up doing well. We will find out. We will find out. I did that because for some reason Switch 2 edition games are on card, but Switch 2 exclusives aren't. Switch 2 editions are on card, but Switch 2 exclusives aren't. That still doesn't explain why you would do that. If it's a game, if a game is on cart and it's a Switch 2, it's on. You can play it on Switch 2. It should count for it being on cart. So what does that matter? It just all that means that they decided to. The game doesn't. It's not like it's a cheaper cart. You don't get any discounts or anything like that for having a combo cart. It's still 64 gigabytes. So you trying to remove it and say, oh well, it's on Switch 1 as well. That doesn't matter. If they really wanted to, they could have just made it Switch 2 only. Nintendo gave them the option to make combo cards, so they took it. So if the game was coming to Switch 1 anyway, you might as well make a combo card. You might as well, right? Now, yeah, Nintendo's doing the combo. Yeah, Nintendo does the combo cards too. Nintendo just made all of them combo cards. If you have a game on Switch 2 that's also coming to Switch 1, Nintendo gives you the option to put both of them on there. It's very similar. Xbox does this. PS5 doesn't. But Xbox has this to where there is a combo disc where it's not a lot of them, and it's not smart delivery either. I mean, it's a different form of smart delivery. But SMT5 Vengeance has both the Xbox One and the Xbox Series version both on cart with no download. Now, a lot of the smart delivery or combo, it's not really like a real combo cart or combo disc for Xbox. It's like, okay, you want the Xbox Series version, you download it. Smart delivery, you download that. All they have is the Xbox One version on there, but then you got to download the Series X version. Nintendo said, well, if you have a Switch 1 game, you don't have to download the Switch 2 version if you want to make it on cart. What you can do is that you can just put, if you're gonna have a Switch 2 version of the game, you can just put both of them on cart. Now, Switch 1 cartridges can't do that. So the developers that decided to make games that have Switch 2 and Switch 1 games on them, it's because they wanted to make the game on Switch 2. The developers that did not want to pay for the Switch 2 cart, they're the ones that are just making Switch 1 games, then saying, hey, you can buy an update, or you can, download a free update, or you can just, or there is no update. It just plays better, right? So the developers, there's no need in removing the developers that make combo carts, because all they did was do you a service by putting the Switch 1 game on there as well. So if you, for some reason, wanted the Switch 1 version of the game, or you wanted to play the Switch 1 version, or if you have a Switch, like an OLED or something, whatever, you can put that same cart in there and not have to buy 2 cartridges, Whereas, like, if it's like a, PS5, PS5 games don't do that. It's a PS5 version on there. There is no PS4 version on there. If you want the PS4 version of the game, tough luck. Go buy the PS4 disc, or you buy the PS4 disc, you put it in your PS5, it plays like a PS5 or PS4 Pro. So yeah, like, to me, there's no reason there's no need to remove that. So yeah. Isn't it weird? Most physicals are Switch 2 editions. I don't know if it's weird, or so or not. I think that the developers that are doing that, they wanted to do physical editions for Switch 2 regardless. I think they would have done it whether it was a combo card or not. They just happened to have a game that was also coming to Switch 1. Like, Rune Factory was coming to Switch 1, so Marvelous just said, hey, we're going to also do this. But they wanted to get the game on cart for Switch 2. That's the important thing, because it does not use a Switch 1 cartridge. It uses a Switch 2 cartridge. So it was going to be on a cartridge no matter what, So I mean, I don't know if it's weird, more so than just like a coincidence. But like I said, there's not a ton of games that are on cart, even with Switch 2 editions. There's not a lot from third parties. I mean, there's only a few. There's only a handful that I can think of, unless you guys can know a bunch more. But I don't know a lot of them, personally. I think people do forget that Switch 2 only has been out for a short time. Already doing doing well, and so many games coming out. Yeah. I can show you GameCube where they hurt me. LOL, no regular Kirby game, but we got that trash. No regular Kirby game on the GameCube. Was there no regular Kirby game on the GameCube? I forgot. Yeah, I don't think there was, but that's not Sakurai's fault though. That's not Kirby Air Rider's fault. He made that game. They asked him to make that game in like 3 months or something like that. He just put together the game and made it. They asked for it, so that's not his fault. Sakurai didn't even work for. Did he even work for HAL at the time? I'm not sure if he even worked for them at the time that they put that game together. So yeah, that's not Kirby Air Rider's fault. That's Nintendo's fault. Kirby for the GameCube was canceled. Oh, was it canceled? Was it a canceled game? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe that's another problem with having very short generations. When you have a failed system and a short generation, you just don't have enough time for all the games, you know? Because you're already moving on to the next platform. I mean, look at the GameCube. GameCube was from what, 2001 to 2006. There was barely any time to get games going. No, Felipe. No, the cartridges are different between Switch 1 and Switch 2. Yeah, GBA. GBA had a ton of GBA had Kirby games, but yeah, in terms of like a console Kirby game, yeah, there wasn't really anything. But that's, like I said, that's the problem with that's the problem with what's it called, with short generations. Same thing like with Wii U, you know. Same thing with like certain stuff. It's like it's when you have a short generation, it does not give the developers enough time to get all the different things, you know, all the different what's it called, all the different types of games that they really want to get, because they have to move on to the next generation. So yeah. Excuse me. Wait, does Hades 2 cartridge have Switch 1 and Switch 2 on the game cartridge? It does. Yeah, it does. I will pick up Hades 2 for Switch 1. Still no Switch 2. I'm betting on winning it in your next giveaway. Well, you'll pick up the game cartridge for the Switch 2 has the Switch 1 game on there, so you can pick up that and it'll play on your Switch 1. So yeah. So that there won't just be a designated Switch 2 cartridge for Hades 2. No, it's a combo card. It's a combo. It's a Switch 1 and Switch 2 game. So yeah. I mean, it's a cartridge. I mean, if you're playing it on your Switch 2, you don't got to worry about the whole Switch 1 thing. It'll play the right version of the game. Like I said, it's like an on-cart version of Smart Delivery, which Microsoft does also. I mean, it's possible on the Xbox physical, but there's not many games that I know of that give you both versions on the disc. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is the only game, which I still need to buy that game on Xbox, because just little collectors type of thing, guys. SMT5 Vengeance on the Xbox does come with both of them, so just keep that in mind, that it does come with both. So that might be something worth looking into if you see it for super cheap, a physical edition of, and I'm pretty sure Atlas made almost none of those. So if you can see SMT5 Vengeance on Xbox Series or Xbox One, you might want to pick that one up for collectors. Let me see. Shin Megami. I might want to pick that up now. Let me see how much it is. Yeah, look, you can already see what's happening. You can already see what's happening. SMT5 Vengeance on PS5 is $32. SMT5 Vengeance on Nintendo Switch is SMT5 Vengeance on PS5 is $32. Yeah, $32. SMT5 Vengeance on Switch Switch 1 is $35, $32.35, and then on the Xbox Series, it's $44.99. You can already see. It's already starting, boys and girls. It's already starting, and there's only 8 left in stock, whereas the PS5 and Xbox Series, I can get it overnighted here. So they have plenty of those in stock, but the Xbox Series version, not as many in stock. I can get it tomorrow, but not that many in stock. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So it's already kind of going up there in price. I hope to I win one of your giveaways one day. One of these days you will. One of these days. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Peaceful days. I pick up Hades 2 for the Switch 1. So okay, my bad. You already read that. Hey, what's up, old Maddendorf? Can these companies even afford short generations anymore? No, they can't. They also can't afford short generations anymore. That is true. Unless they were making stuff that was significantly less, you know, less powerful and stuff like that. So. Love this song. Must be very easy to port Xbox games if they keep making making games for the Xbox. Well, yeah, it's the same exact architecture as PC and PS5. It's x86, so it's actually pretty simple. But it's also because they want to maintain a good relationship with Microsoft as well. And I wouldn't say it's simple or it's easy. It's never easy making games. But I mean, yeah, Microsoft architecture is seamless to work with PC and with PS5. But with PC in particular, you know, you just have to optimize it for the given specs of the Xbox Series S or the X. So yeah, it's pretty good. Try to finish up Silksong, so I can start up Hades and Galaxy 2 eating good. Oh man, I'm still on Trails, and there's gonna be a patch, so I kind of don't want to play it till the patch is ready to go. I kind of don't want to play it till the patch is ready to go as well, man. So it's just like, I might just kind of chill till, what's it called? Till oh, the Citadel from Mass Effect. Dude, this song is freaking lit, man. I love this song. It's like discovery, science, space, aliens. Man, Mass Effect is so good. Man, and now, dude, Mass Effect might be dead, dude. Now that EA bought BioWare, oh man, Mass Effect might be dead. This franchise might be... Oh my gosh, Mass Effect might be cooked. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we might have lost enough. We might have to pay our respects to Mass Effect, a game that was announced in 2020 with 0 updates. 0 real updates, 0 gameplay footage, 0 anything. Nothing. Oh my gosh. Mass Effect 3 was fantastic. I think you mean Mass Effect Andromeda. That's when the wheels fell off, was Mass Effect Andromeda. But Mass Effect 3 is by far the best game in the series, with the exception of the original endings and with the exception of maybe some of the story stuff. But if you're talking about gameplay, ooh, the Presidium, that one's great too. If you're talking about gameplay, Mass Effect 3 washes Mass Effect 1 and 2, not even close. Now, I can understand why some people like Mass Effect 1 more, because of more of the RPG elements, and I can understand 2 to a degree, but really how it breaks down is this. I am a Mass Effect connoisseur. I am the ultimate Mass Effect fan. I've played these games in and out. I know them like the back of my hand. And trust me, I know Mass Effect. I know everything about Mass Effect. Okay, so here's how it breaks down. The most RPG in this series, like if you love RPG, Mass Effect 1 is the best one. Okay. If you want to talk about cohesive story, storytelling, vibe, atmosphere, all of that, Mass Effect 2 is by far the top. It is definitely a step above. Like the stories, the missions, the people that you have on your team, all of that. Now, Mass Effect 3 combines Mass Effect 1's more RPG progression systems and depth and Mass Effect 2's gameplay improvements, and then adds a bunch of new improvements and better movement, shooting, cover system, all of that. Exploration, lots of stuff. And like gets rid of a lot of the annoying things from Mass Effect 1 and 2. So overall as a game, structure, all that, like Mass Effect 3 gives you the most variety, gives you the most flexibility with your weapons, adds in new systems, but the cast is not the strongest, with the exception of the returning cast coming back to fight with you. Story, once again, the ending's bad, but the story and everything, like the DLCs and everything, it's fantastic. The DLCs for the game are some of the best DLCs, and you learn so much about the Reapers and about what happened in the universe and all of that. Don't get me going on Mass Effect, Felipe. I can be here all night, okay? So, I would say this. Mass Effect 3 is the best game in the series in terms of overall objectively looking at it from all aspects. Story, gameplay, progression systems, all that. Mass Effect 2 has the biggest aura. Has the vibes, has the aura, has the shocking set pieces, has it just has all of that. Gameplay is stiff, a little bit more flexible than Mass Effect 1, but still stiff compared to 3. And then Mass Effect 1 is almost like a little bit of a different game compared to Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 because of how powers work, because of the amount of actual team members you have much lower. The loyalty missions aren't completely laid out like that, a little bit more ambiguous. And of course, you're setting up the story. It's shorter. So yeah. But there's things to love in each one of them in terms of how it is. But it's not really 3 where they went downhill. They just messed up the ending, which they did later end up fixing. But it was just the ending. But the game itself was fantastic. You go look at the reviews, you look at what people said about the gameplay. It's phenomenal. They just messed up the ending, you know? So yeah. The problem I have with Switch is that I have all these too many games finished yet. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Hey, what's up, Killer Ninja? Welcome to the stream. Something happened between me and my girlfriend. Just been very distant. Any advice? Are you guys having a long distance relationship, Killer Ninja? Or you guys see each other all the time? After Anthem debacle, I'm surprised BioWare survived. I know, seriously. I mean, since the hiatus began with 3. I mean, after 3. So the hiatus after 3. Okay. Well, I mean, there was a hiatus to build Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect 3 came out in 2012. You're building a next-gen game. So, I mean, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it took about 6 years. And they were having issues with the game because they went from Unreal Engine to Frostbite, and Frostbite did not have RPG systems, and like it didn't have RPG menus and mechanics and things in there. It was for shooters at that time. So that's why Mass Effect Andromeda had so many issues and took so long to come out, because they switched engines. We're long distance, yeah. Killer Ninja, that's what's gonna happen if things are just kind of distant, you know, between you guys. It's really because you guys are so far away, and you don't see her all the time. And not to ring the alarm bells, but I mean, she potentially could have somebody else that she's talking to. And like, you know, and I'm just trying to be realistic with you, because I've seen this with long distance relationships. She could be, I mean, I don't want to say cheating on you, but she could be cheating on you. But I don't know that for sure, you know. So you might want to ask her about that and maybe probe a little bit. But if she's being distant and she's not warming up to you, you know, that could be one thing that she's just cheating on you. But it could just be because she doesn't, like, you know, some women need that attention every single day. They need you to be around them, you know. So it could just be that too, you know. Yes, I did beat Mass Effect Andromeda. I did. I hate it. I hate the game. And the engine switch was forced on them. People who don't actually made the bloody game. Yeah, it was forced on them. Yes, it was, because they didn't want to pay the royalties to Unreal. No, I have not read any of that. Flydius, lead writer of Mass Effect. Ooh, maybe I should read some of those. Yeah. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, Killer Ninja, but yeah, long distance relationships, unless you have a plan to where you guys are gonna move in together soon or very soon, or like you guys are actually actively making plans to move in, unless you're okay with being like in a somewhat like open relationship, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I wouldn't. You're a young man. I wouldn't stress over that, man. I would just say, hey, you know what? Work on yourself, work on your job, get your money, you know, work out, and, you know, just try to find somebody closer to you, homie. Like I said, I'm not trying to be mean to. I know you probably don't want to hear this. This is probably bad advice you're thinking, but honestly, man, you're young. You got no kids. You know, if it's long distance, man, like, and she's feeling distant to you, you don't got to take that. Ask her straight up. You guys are adults, bro. Ask her straight up what's happening. I'm becoming distant from her. Oh, she lashed out on me multiple times and I let it go, but this past weekend it bugged me a lot. Unfortunately, we can't live together because of a job that I have. Okay. She lashed out at you. I mean, listen, man, once again. Listen, bro. If you feel that was disrespect and you feel that disrespect is annoying you and it's stressing you out, you got to let her know. You got to say, hey, look, man. Or, hey, look, babe. Or, hey, look, you know, I don't really appreciate what happened the other day. Can you not lash out at me? Can we work through things normally? Or if you have an issue, can we talk it out, you know, like adults? You got to say it like that. And if she has a problem or if she does not like that, I mean, you can give an ultimatum like, hey, either we talk things out normal and you don't lash out at me or I'm gone. Because there's no point in me being here if you're going to lash out, if you're going to yell at me and all that. I didn't sign up for that, you know? So you got to let her know that you don't like to be treated that way and you don't treat her that way. So it can't be hypocritical. You can't be lashing out at her sometimes and then you don't do anything. Then all of a sudden she lashes out at you. Then you got a problem. So if your behavior is bad or if you're lashing out at her at times too, you got to check yourself as well. Like, hey, you got to talk to her and don't pin it all on her, but say, hey, we both got to do better. We both got to talk to each other and communicate better. You know, so that's the way that I would take it if it was, you know, if you're becoming distant from her and she's lashing out. So identify what the issue is and see if it can work out. If it can't or if she's unable to, then it just might be time to break up with her, you know? Let's see, wrote the Star Wars books too. Great writer. If you buy Mass Effect Trilogy port on Switch 2, Switch 2, well, it wouldn't be on Switch 1, that's for sure. But yeah, I'd buy the game again. I'd probably play it. Yes, I'm enjoying Trails quite a bit. I think it's really good. Yeah. Girls only care about money. Been single for a minute and I'm poor. Well, if you're poor, you really shouldn't have a girlfriend. I agree. You should not have a girlfriend or a wife or a boyfriend, or if you're poor. Yeah, you definitely should not. You should just be poor or work on not being poor, you know? So yeah, I agree with that, man, because it'd be like meet George Jetson, you know, like when he has the money and he's trying to give the money and the wife she just take the whole wallet. Yeah, it's like that. So meet George Jetson. You know, it's straight up like that. Trust me, OJ, I'm doing that, bro. I have yet to lash out on her. Only time I was frustrated because of words and things she was thinking, saying, and stuff like that. And that's when I got aggravated with her. Yeah, then I hate to say it, Killer Ninja, because you probably love her or you like her a lot or whatever. But man, it's probably time to just time to call it quits, man. Honestly, if she can't move to where you're at, you know, if you're the one with the job and the job is good and you feel like, hey, you can't move, maybe you ask her to move, you know. But if you feel like she's not, like, you know, you don't feel like living with her, if you feel like it's not, you know, like you guys wouldn't live good together, it's probably just good to break up with her now. Like I said, you're a young man, what, 27, 20, you know, late 20s, right? So there's really no need for you to be all hung up on this one person unless you think this girl is going to be your wife. Unless you think she was marriage material, really. I mean, unless you think this girl's your wife, I would probably break up with her, honestly. And she'd probably hate that I'm saying this, but unless you think she's someone that you're going to marry, unless you see some type of future with her, like she's going to have your kids, I probably would break up with her. And I'd probably find somebody that lives, like, in your city, that you can see all the time, so, you know. Did they say when the Trails update is supposed to drop? No, they didn't say when the Trails update was supposed to drop. You know, my boy put me on his fiance's close friend of 10 years too. She lived out of state, but was trying to move in. You got to be careful about stuff like that. Some girls just looking for a meal ticket. You know, some guys too looking for a meal ticket. Oh, let me just move in real quick. Nah, I'm good. You know. I'm a girl and I'm agreeing with you, OJ. Oh yeah. Like it's probably just time to probably just cut it off, bro. And which is tough, man. Breakups are tough. It's difficult because you've been with her, you know. But can I ask a personal question, Killer Ninja? Have you guys actually like done stuff, or is it just long distance? You ain't never done nothing with her. Like, have you done anything with her? I need to know that question real quick. Have y'all done anything? Because that also changes the complexion of how some people might feel. So I need to know. If you haven't done anything with her, then yeah, you can cut it off now. Yes, we've done things, bro. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was this number will determine whether you break up. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10. Like. Deported Sicilian with the 2 says the solution is simple. Just move in with OJ instead. No, don't move in with me. Don't move in with me, man. Don't move in with me. He says, well, I'm just asking, like on a scale, like I said, this will find out if this is marriage material or not. Right now, this will be the deciding factor if you're gonna take this a little bit further or not. You know, because you might be able to deal with some of the sassiness if you know, if there's other things that are offered. Shout outs. Thank you for the 2. No, don't move in with me. Justin does not stand for the Kirby Air Riders slander. This is a family show. Well, I mean, listen, this is a family. We're deciding the fate of a potential child that might not even be born, right? Like we're just this is fate. We're deciding this is a serious thing, man. This is gonna decide who lives and who's not. We gotta get this right, bro. Like we gotta get this right. We're deciding that there's a lot on this, man. So I need to know all the details. He asked for some advice. I'm trying to give him some advice, bro. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Basically, Vader both. I mean, you can't. It's got to be based off attitude too, bro. It's got to be based off attitude as well. You know, so it can't all be based off of that. So you're gonna play me, OJ? You gotta play party. Okay, you're Ace Norm. Hey, what's up, Ace Norm? You gotta play Party Man first in Super Smash Brothers. He'll let me know if you're actually good or if you're just all talk. So play Party Man. You guys can exchange. Oh wait a minute, no, you're an Elite Ninja. Hold up, oh, that's the same Ace Norm, bro. Why didn't you tell me it was you? What the hell? I didn't know it was the same Ace Norm that we have. Ace Norm, why are you being all weird on Twitter, fam? What the hell? What is your issue, dude? You should have just told me, hey, OJ, it's Ace Norm from your YouTube channel. Why are you acting like you're not even, like you don't even know me? What is all that about, dude? What's all that about, man? I know you troll, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with trolling, but why are you acting like you don't know me though? We good? Yeah, we're good. I swear I thought it was a completely different Ace Norm. Honestly. Yeah, we can play anytime you want, but it's not gonna be all contentious and stuff. You're good, dude. You're a gamer. What the hell, man? I'm actually not a fan of that at all. I'm actually not a fan. Yeah, whenever you... No. First of all, one, disregard everything that I said to you on Twitter, first and foremost. Let me just start right there. You're a gamer. You're a good dude. Whatever. I don't care if you hate Switch or hate Nintendo. Even if you do or not, you're trolling. Whatever the case is, that's irrelevant, dude. Don't do that though, man. So yeah. I know, yeah, it's good. No, it's good. If you want to play Smash, we can play. But I mean, like, we don't have to. Like, dude, you're good. I know you play games. Holy smokes, man! I did not know that was you at all. I didn't check to see if you followed me either. I didn't check, and I didn't know it was you. I had no idea it was the same Ace Norm. I thought Ace Norm was just a common video game character or something. I didn't know it was you, bro. Don't do that.
How hot was the last time, on a scale of PG-13 to confess your sins?
Yeah. Yeah, I troll too on Twitter. I was trolling you on Twitter. I troll as well, you know. But I'm actually not quite a fan of what you did. I'll be honest, man, because like not only are you an elite ninja, but I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. Oh my gosh. Don't tell people my name. Okay, I won't know. Now that I know though, but I didn't know it was, because I know, I mean, like I said, you're an England. I know you. You've been around for a hot minute. But like that, like the whole exchange, I didn't like that. Like I said, I was trolling too. I didn't care, whatever, you know. I was having a little bit of fun, but I mean, yeah, I wish you would have told me it was you. Like, yo, OJ. Like, you didn't even use like, yo, OJ. Like, if you would have just said, yo, OJ, and talked in a certain way, I would have known it was probably like the same Ace Norm. Then I would have checked your profile. Like, check your profile. Like, not just check for your retweets and your troll stuff that you be doing, you know? I could have easily just, like, looked up your profile and you probably have retweeted stuff that I've said or you've liked stuff that I've said. Then I would have known that, okay, it's that Ace Norm, you know? But I went surface level. Yeah, I roped in Party Matt. Because we got to start screening people first. Because, like, after the whole debate that I had with Alan, we got to start screening guys first. We got to start screening guys because I'll never do that again where I invite somebody on and like they're like that, like Alan was, you know. So no, you're good, Ace Norm. You're good, brother. But yeah, we can play anytime that you want, man. Just let me know. I got you. If you want to put your friend code in the chat, I'll write it down and we can play anytime. Oh yeah, now I know that it was Ace Norm. Holy hell, man. Like I said, I don't mind. I wasn't mad. I was just trolling back. But I mean, I didn't know it was like I said, I don't know that name Ace Norm. I'm like, it can't be the same one, can it? He wouldn't be like this, would he? Nah, it can't be. Based off, nah, it ain't the same one. Because there's been times when I've mistaken people for to be like, oh, it's that one guy from my stream. No, it's not. It's just another guy named, you know, Billy McCatcher or something, you know? No, it's all good. Whenever, Ace Norm. Whenever, bro. Whenever. You're good. You can beat the pulp out of me. We can play whatever you want. We can play whatever you want. No, it's all good, man. Shout outs to Ace Norm, bro. What the hell? Guys. So that's why I gotta be careful on social media, fam. Y'all control, but I gotta be careful on social media. I gotta be careful. What if my name was Gen Z? Yeah, Gen Z on that one. But I think we are a bit over on time, guys. I think we are a bit over on time. So I've got editing to do tonight. So that's what I'm gonna get done. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to today's stream, man. Today's stream was so good. We hit 2 times the platinum. We went further than beyond. We went 23 minutes over. I owed you guys some extra bonus time anyway. So I'm glad that I was able to get that for you guys. But all right, make sure you guys check out my most recent video. If you have not seen my most recent video, check out my most recent video. I talk about what is incredible, the most recent stuff for the Nintendo Switch 2 sales numbers when it comes down to it. So make sure you guys check that out. If you have not seen it, check it out. I think the video's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please make sure you watch it. Take care, man. I appreciate Ace. Sorry about that. Yo, Ace, I'll hit you up on Twitter. I got something for you, homie. I got something for you. So I'll let you know, but I'll DM you, okay? I got you though. I got you. So shout outs, man. I appreciate you. And thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Creosin. Shout outs to Yoshi. Thank you guys for the support tonight. You guys were incredible. You know, we are out here, combo breaks. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your support, guys. You guys are incredible. So I appreciate that. And yeah, we will see you guys for tomorrow's stream. We're going to have another stream tomorrow. I usually take Wednesdays off. Is today Wednesday? Or tomorrow's Wednesday? Yeah, I usually take Wednesday off, but we're going to do Wednesday, and then I'm going to take Thursday off because I need all hands on deck. I'm not going to be able to concentrate with the 49ers game on tomorrow or on Thursday. So the 49ers, it's a big division game. It's not a must-win game, but it's a win. If they win this game, they stay in first place in the division. And the Niners are banged up right now, and the Rams are playing good. So, I mean, the Rams are definitely the favorites to win. But I need every single bit of my life force to give my energy to the Niners to win on Thursday. So I'm going to be taking Thursday off to give my energy to the Niners. So we'll work Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll take Thursday off, then Friday, Saturday as well. So it'll be a pretty good work week this week, man. The game they're going to lose, listen, man, they could lose the game or they could win the game. They need to make some adjustments. They should have won the game against the Jaguars. Like, literally, they had 4 turnovers. They had bad interceptions. They had multiple fumbles. They gave up a punt return for a touchdown. I mean, they literally played as bad as possible. They did not block. They did not intercept the ball. They got stuff called back. And they still had a chance to go down and win the game at the very end. Brock had the ball. He got strip sacked by Eric Armstead, former 49er great. You know, and they had a chance to win. And they literally played awful, like terrible, as bad as you can play. They had an interception called back from a phantom PI call. I mean, like I said, they played terrible. They allowed a big 50-yard touchdown run. Oh my gosh, they allowed points off turnovers. They had penalties. Like, it was just a slop of a game. And they still had the opportunity to win at the very end of the game, driving the ball down the field. They had a chance. They had a chance to win. So yeah, like the Niners, if they play mistake-free football, if they play no interceptions, Brock has 4 interceptions in his last 2 games, 8 interceptions in his last 6 or 7 games. He is throwing way too many interceptions. He needs to calm down. But if they play physical, they know who to block. Oh, and the drops. Oh my gosh, there was 6+ drops. Kendrick Bourne had check this out, guys. Kendrick Bourne, 3rd and 10. He has a wide open, like 15-20 yard slant. Hits him right dead stride in the hands, drops it. He would have been running and off to the races. Well, he drops that. Guess what? Niners punt. They get the punt return. They return for a touchdown. Oh, by the way, there was like two or three blocks in the back. No calls. Housed it for a touchdown. Momentum swing. Huge moment, like 14-point momentum swing in one way. I mean, it's just like such stupid plays. So if the Niners can clean all that up, or maybe only have 1 turnover instead of 4 turnovers, and punt returns for touchdowns and 50-yard touchdown runs, then I think that they can be okay against the Rams. They can be okay against the Rams. Oh, by the way, they had 0 QB pressures, 0 QB hits, 0 QB sacks. So no Bosa, no pressure. The Niners played as bad as you can play. It was awful. Oh, by the way, dropped touchdown passes too. Jennings dropped the touchdown pass. Ricky Purcell got hurt in the game. He had to go out. Jennings got crunched on the 2-point conversion. He was hurt. Like, they're on backup receivers. Like, it's not looking good right now. Christian McCaffrey does not have the burst. He can catch the ball though. They're not using the backup running backs enough. Garendo, for some reason, isn't playing. Oh my gosh, man. It is bad right now. There's just a lot to clean up from that game. But it's not over. They're still 3-1. They're at the top of the division, so it's not over. It's not over, man. Yeah, I got to get ready to play. They usually play Stafford pretty tough. Last year, the Niners were probably a worse team than they are this year. And, you know, last year, they played Stafford very tough. Like, last year, it was 1-score games, both games. One game they should have won. They lost 27-24. And then another game they lost 12-6. So, like, they were both really tough games last year. So yeah, they just got to block better. The offensive line needs to block better as well, too. Receivers, offensive line. And, you know, no Kittle, no Ayuk, no Bosa, gimped Purcell. I mean, it's not looking good, but Kyle Shanahan can coach. And they still got a defense. Their defense is still good. Fred Warner gets in there Fred Warner needs to get some interceptions. They got Diamador Lenore. They've got, maybe Renardo Green comes back, but they got Stout. They got Luther Jr. I mean, he's okay. D. Winters is playing pretty good football. Jair Brown isn't giving up anything massive. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on Thursday. They could end up in a 40-40 tie. Yeah. Looking to get a new JRPG. Only ones that I got into Persona and Fire Emblem. Thinking of SMT4 on 3DS. What's the best SMT? I like SMT5 Vengeance. I think that's probably the best one for me. SMT5 Vengeance. Get the Vengeance one, not just SMT5, but Vengeance. So yeah, get that. So yeah. Shout out to Vadset. Appreciate you guys. But anyway. Alright. Thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream at my little rant on the 49ers as well. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys for tomorrow's stream. Be back around the same time. Alright, guys. Love y'all so much. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out. Thank you for the support tonight, guys. You guys were great.